Welcome to Evart Wildcat Football, exclusively on B1039. Brought to you by Worth Landscaping, Big Rapid Roofing, Extreme
10-4,
QB Propane, Northland Federal Credit Union, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop, Ice Mountain Spring Water, Lang Mechanical Heating and Cooling, Waldron Well Drilling, AJ's Event Center, Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures, RCB Contracting, the Ina Store, Evart Dairy Whip,
30 seconds.
And air conditioning.
Okay, cool. I don't know if we're going to go with crowd mic today.
Wildcat Football.
Yeah, I would just kill the crowd mic.
Cool.
15. Ten seconds. 5 seconds and you.
Hello and welcome to week 5 of the 2024 Evart Wildcats football season, where tonight we have Highland Conference action as the Evart Wildcats take a 55-minute bus ride north to Manton to take on the Rangers during their homecoming. I'm Jackson Hyde, the voice of the Wildcats, and I'm excited to bring you another presentation of Evart football here this evening on B1039. Well, before we get to tonight's game, let's talk a little about last week's convincing win against the Bucks of Pine River before an offensive even took a snap. Pine River returned an opening kickoff 90 yards to the house to give them an early 7-0 lead. Center Gabe Mitchell had a tough time snapping the ball last week. Luckily, quarterback Aiden Anderson made the most of it with a 34-yard run to set up the Wildcats nicely. Evart used nothing but runs to get to the end zone twice in the first quarter, as eventually both teams finished the first tied at 14-14. Following an offensive shootout in the first quarter, both teams' defense came alive with a pick on each side. Towards the end of the first half, Evart scored the go-ahead touchdown to make it 21-14 going into half. It was all Evart in the third quarter as they went on to score 28 unanswered points while shutting down Pine River. Evart went on to win 49-20 and only allowed one score from Pine River in the final 3 quarters. Well, earlier this week, I sat down with the head coach of the Wildcats, Ben Bryant, to talk about last week's Wild game and about what they're doing tonight to prepare for not only tonight, but their big game next Friday in Evart.
Last week was an interesting week for y'all. Pine River threw the first punch of the game with a kick 6, and then y'all returned the favor, marching the ball right down the field with all runs. Let's start there. You guys ran for 155 yards last week, up there for most all season. And on the flip side, y'all passed for only 36 yards. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't think Max Preps had all the yardage in there. You guys are a passing team, or so has it seemed. Why all the runs last Friday?
So those numbers are just a hair off. We ran for almost 400, and then we only threw for 124, which is quite a bit different than we've done in the past. But you know, with having a good passing game and a few games this season that went really well with that, of course teams are going to try to take away what you're good at, and that's what Pine River tried to do. You know, their defense was very pass orientated, and so we ran the ball. And given the opportunity, our offensive line was super excited about it, and I think we ran inside zone 27 times, which is huge for us. And then, of course, we also ran other stuff also.
Yeah, it looked really well. Looked really good for you guys. Kind of one of the weaker points of that, Gabe Mitchell, your center, had a bit of a rough week last week. Snaps were consistently high. Bright side of it, you have a quarterback who keeps a level head, turned all those into positive plays. What was going down on the front line that led to some of those issues throughout the night?
You know, I'm not quite sure what was going on with Gabe. Later in the game, you saw him get it together. He's a senior guy. He played center all year last year for us, and I would think, I haven't
there's the interview playing.
No, it's not playing.
It should be.
No, I just hear you in the music.
Okay, well, here we go. We're gonna. I don't know what to do. It was playing on my soundboard.
No, it just stopped in the middle and went back to the field noise.
That's interesting because it was all muted too. Okay. Well, I don't. Okay. Well, I guess just come back to commercial and then I can fill for a second.
Okay, we'll come back after this spot.
A fourth-generation family-owned business since the 1930s. Waldron Drilling can drill from 4-inch up to 24
20 seconds.
offering free estimates for new installations. Voted Osceola County's favorite well driller for the past 5 years. Quality, customer satisfaction, safety, and honest work. That's the Waldron way. Waldron Well Drilling.
5 seconds to go.
WaldronDrilling.com or call 231-734-5168.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. You were probably hearing the interview with Ben Bryant there for a little bit, but some issues here. A little bit of a funky setup, not as what we're normal or what we're used to in Evart. Don't get quite the conditions that we do there as we do here in Manton, as tonight is the location as the Evart Wildcats get set to face the 1-3 Manton Rangers. Here, we apologize if you hear a lot of extra noise tonight. Marching band in front of us, speaker right above us as well. We're just going to do best with what we got here tonight as the Wildcats try to make it 3 wins in a row and keep their big successful season going here tonight. Well, anyway, during the interview with Ben Bryant, they talked about his success and about how they're going to stop Manton's defense here tonight. Manton runs the wing T type of offense, which is very similar to what Evart saw a couple of weeks ago in their loss to Lake City. Lake City ran the ball all over them. If you remember, they gave up over 300 yards rushing during that time. So for Evart, this is going to be an adjustment period for them. Manton is a team that they have convincingly won against many years in a row by now. But at this point, this is going to be a learning curve for these young team. How can they adjust to the team that ran the same, very similar offense that Lake City did? We're going to find out here in a little bit. Again, homecoming here tonight for the Manton Rangers. Wildcats trying to throw an upset and kind of send these fans home frustrated tonight. A packed house here, and the Evart fans showing out strong here, an hour north of where they are located from. Well, again, we thank Ben, as always, for taking the time to talk to us, and unfortunately tonight didn't get to hear the full length of that interview as we normally have. It's been a weird couple of weeks. Well, we're just minutes away from week 5 kicking off here in Manton. Wildcats look to improve to 4-1 on the other side. And Manton tries to make it 2 in a row and move back to 500. You're listening to Beat 103.9. We'll be right back after these few messages.
Yep, I bet they could do that.
I couldn't even hear what you were saying. The music was so loud behind you.
So what do we want to do?
I don't know what to do.
Local. RCB Contracting is reliable. RCB Contracting is dependable.
I don't know. Okay, let me try this. Is this better or no?
RCB Contracting.
See, I didn't even hear you.
Hometown store fixtures are as close.
Was that better?
It's slightly better.
That's my crowd mic, and that's like in my mouth.
They have store fixtures like used Lozier shell.
Do you want me to try to use the? Well, I guess they're not going to be playing music like during the play, but do you want me to use the crowd mic?
I really can't hear what you're saying.
Miller Liquidators and store fixtures.
I don't. My mic is in my mouth. I don't know what we want to do here.
The Northwood Area Federal Credit Union in Evart, Green City, or any of their 17 branches in northern Michigan to find great rates on many different financial products. While banks merge more often than you can keep track of and impose increased fees, Northland is a not-for-profit financial co-op committed to helping you save money. They specialize in small business growth and services.
I don't know what you just did, but it went away.
I'm muted right now, so I don't know what you're hearing.
Your friends at Lang Mechanical. Join all of us.
I heard, I think,
Evart
part of the
Football
interview.
Victory. If you want your heating and cooling system to be a winner all year long,
That's funny because it's not even playing either. Oh my gosh.
388-0632. And go Wildcats.
Hi, I'm Michaela.
And I'm Lauren.
Sorry,
And you're
I'm
with
just a little frustrated because the people here are not being helpful at all.
I understand.
Get ahead of the weather and be prepared.
So I'm not trying to take it out. If I am, I apologize, but just a little frustrated with some of the people here.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows, doors, or gutters, Big Rapids Roofing.
You want us to come back to you or wait till
Call
this
us today.
PA settles down?
We might as well wait till this PA settles down because it's still going. The band's coming onto the field right now.
629-8088.
Happiness is ice cream.
But
Ice cream
I
is
guess
happiness.
for
So it only makes sense that the Evart
during
Dairy
the
Whip is
game we
Everett's happy
should
place.
be fine
Saucer,
until they start playing
happy.
music.
Prefer a hand-dipped Sunday Wizard? It's happy. Plus hamburgers, salads, wraps, and coney dogs topped with national chili.
I will come back
Need a
here in
dose
10
of happy?
seconds.
Come to the Evart Dairy Whip and leave with a smile. Open 10 till 9 all week. 7
5 seconds and then we go.
Happy to support the Wildcats.
We apologize for some of the technical difficulties tonight. We are in some unfortunate situations here, right underneath the speaker here at the stadium. So if you're unable to hear us during times throughout the broadcast tonight, well, that's why. So we are doing our best with what we got. And right now we're getting ready for the nation's anthem presented by the Manton marching band here. Getting ready for another week of Evart Wildcats football. Again, Wildcats trying to improve to 4-1, and the Manton Rangers trying to improve to 2-2 on the year. As we wait for the final countdown, again, homecoming here in Manton. Looking like Everett's going to be in their light blue pants, and the jerseys are going to be all white with the blue lettering for Manton, white helmets, all black jerseys, black pants, going with the blackout look tonight. And yeah, we're just ready for some football here on this Friday night. Beautiful night for football too. 71 degrees, and it's going to get down to about mid to lower 60s by the end of the game here tonight. But otherwise, perfect weather. Wildcats will head on back to Evart tomorrow, or excuse me, next Friday. And where they'll take on Beale City in a really a game that has really decided the conference over the last few years. But now we get ready for the national anthem, so we'll tune into them and take a listen.
Good evening and welcome to Manton High School for Friday night homecoming versus the Evart Wildcats and your hometown Manton Rangers. Ladies and gentlemen, the privilege of this event was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for our freedoms we enjoy. Let us now honor and respect their efforts and our country. Civilian gentlemen, please remove your hats. All veterans, we encourage you to render at the appropriate salute. And everybody able, please stand at attention. Placing your hand over your heart as your Manton High School marching band performs the national anthem. Tonight, the Evart Wildcats chose to be announced as a team.
Well, you are listening to WBZX Big Rapids. That was the national anthem presented by the Manton Rangers High School Marching Band. We will step aside for 60 seconds. When we come back, we will have kickoff here in Manton. You're listening to B1039.
Worth Landscaping, a second-generation business, has been a proud supporter of Everett Public Schools and all Everett athletics for more than 25 years. Worth Landscaping specializes in irrigation systems, landscape design, hardscapes, hydroseeding, lawn care, to commercial snow and ice removal in the winter. Contact Josh Worth at 231-349-5693 or Tyler Worth 231-629-5150. It'll be worth the call. Worth Landscaping.
Transform your space with Extremely Clean, your go-to for impeccable interior room painting projects. Schedule your room before the fall rush with a keen eye for detail and a commitment to excellence. The team at Extremely Clean will bring your vision to life. Don't miss the opportunity for a fresh, vibrant new look. Call 231-408-5943 to schedule your quote today. Extremely Clean, where you say it, we spray it.
Step into the excitement at
30
AJ's
seconds.
Event Center in Everett. Swing in for top-notch bowling lanes, an action-packed arcade, food and spirits with a smashing new experience coming soon. Plus, indulge in all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays and Saturdays. Located just 2 miles west of Everett on US 10, find us on Facebook for all the latest updates and specials. Make every
5 seconds and go.
At AJ's Event Center.
This evening.
Hello and welcome back to B1039 Everett versus Manton. Getting ready to go here as his Wildcats Rangers. Wildcats will kick off and will receive the ball to start the second half. Manton will be the receiving team here to start the game. It'll be Talon Moreau back deep to receive. Alongside of him is Spencer Wold, the junior. Wildcats, Dryson Derscheid will be kicking off here, the senior. But you're going to see this defense. We're going to get our first look at the defense. And I don't hate this choice by Ben Bryant to see, hey, what is this defense going to look like here today? And especially what kind of changes can we make coming off of a loss a couple weeks ago with Lake City that ran a similar offense. Of course, Manton running the wing T. You did not hear that earlier this year, or earlier in this broadcast, but they're running the wing T, very similar to Lake City, who they lost to 38-27 a few weeks ago in what was a very cruddy, yucky game up there in Lake City. So now we're ready to go. Derscheid ready to kick it off, and here we go. A little shallow kick. It drops in between about 5 Rangers. It's scooped up, and a shoestring tackle as it is.
Kickoff return by number 13, Talon Morrow.
Talon Morrow is the man on the return, and here we go. The first look at Manton's offense here tonight. Manton in all blacks, white helmet, and it's pretty much the opposite for Everett. White jerseys, blue pants for them tonight. But it's this defense for Everett. They've done a nice job of getting to third down. But they've been having trouble getting the stop on third down to try to force the stop. So here we go. Quarterback under center. Snaps the ball, tosses it off to his running back, and it's brought down at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
Right side to number 22, Jared Nixon.
Jarrett Nixon, the junior on the Gary.
Joseph Cadet.
But a very interesting type of look here for the offensive line as well for Manton. The offensive line, everybody but the center, about a foot or 2 behind the center, lined up in a straight line. So the quarterback looks very in line with the lineman. So he does a fullback handoff, and he is stuffed yet again for a tackle for loss, and should be a loss of about 1 or 2 on the play. And here comes a third down for Everett, and a chance to get a big stop to start the game. For Everett last week, they ran the ball, and I mean they ran the heck out of it. The most running we've seen them all year long. And this is a team that is one of the top passing teams in the entire state of Michigan. But last week, they looked like they were one of the top rushing teams in the state of Michigan. Here's the third down snap. The snap handed off to it's actually a throw, and it stopped just short.
Pass complete to number 6.
Quarterback George Goffel rolling out to his right and found a man and got stopped they're going to mark it about 2 yards short of the first down marker. So it'll be 4th and 3 officially. We're going to see if they are going to go for it here or they're going to punt it away. If they go for it here, they get stopped. It's going to be a great situation for Everett's offense to open up, especially with how powerful they are. So it's looking like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 3 at the 37-yard line. Goffel under center. Trying to get the jump, but stands up, looking for the audible, looking towards the sideline, and we're going to get a timeout by Manton. Their first of the half. They got 2 remaining. 9:47 to go here in the first quarter. 4th and 3 coming up. We're going to take a 60-second break. When we come back, we'll have 4th down. You're listening to B1039.
Hey, Northern Michigan.
60.
Smulligan here from the Ina store in beautiful downtown Ina. Fall is particularly beautiful here in Ina.
So it's not that loud during the game, I guess.
Right now, it's time to prepare for all that snow.
It's tolerable.
For your truck or utility.
Better than what it was. I'll take it.
Ready to restore order to your driveway or parking lot with a new Michigan-made Boss snowplow. Call us today at the Ina store, your Cadillac area Boss plow dealer, for a great preseason deal before winter hits. Your hometown, family-owned propane
30.
company, QB Propane, would like to thank their customers for supporting them for several years. Sacrifice, resilience, and teamwork are all part of what makes tonight's Evart High School football game so exciting.
15.
Supporting local first is what QB Propane is known for. Propane by the tank or prompt service and delivery. Call QB Propane to find out more or to
5 seconds and go.
989-544-2188. QB Propane.
So Manton on for the punt here on 4th and 3. The snap is back and the punt is away. A little floater hangs up there in the air a little bit. Received and dropped by the punt returner for Evart, I believe.
Punt return by number 5.
Dryson Derscheid, he fumbled the ball a little bit, but he was able to jump on it pretty instantly. Had a good chance to take it a few yards up the field had he received on that. Both the defenders for Manton were pretty much behind him. And Derscheid has a great acceleration, great speed on him to really make Manton pay had it worked out. So here we go. Shotgun formation, empty backfield, 2 wide receivers on each side. Aiden Anderson will be the man as the quarterback. We're going to be curious to see what they do with Lucas Johnson and Noah Vanderlyn here tonight. Vanderlyn, of course, one of the better receivers for Evart last year, and now Lucas Johnson has been the story all season long. One of the top receiving leader in the state of Michigan. Tight end in motion as he moves right to left. Aiden Anderson, receiver in motion, fakes it off the receiver, throws down the middle. He's got a man running down the field. Derscheid, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Evart.
Pass complete to number
Puts them on the board to start 9:29 here in the first quarter, and it makes it 6-0. Evart first play. We saw this a couple weeks ago as well. They had 2 plays, 2 touchdowns couple weeks ago, and they making Manton pay. So 6-0, 9:29 here in the first quarter. And now we'll see them line up for the extra kick. Dryson Derscheid was perfect in PATs last week. Didn't miss a single PAT. And now we're ready to go. The left-footed kicker lining it up. The snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-0. Evart leads at 9:29. First play, first touchdown. We'll take a quick 60-second break. Again, Evart leading at 7-0, 9:29 to go here in the first quarter. B1039.
Your hometown, Family-owned propane company, QB Propane, would like to thank their customers for supporting them for several years.
The amount of looks I just got for that touchdown call was insane.
All part of what makes tonight's Evart High School football game so exciting. Supporting local first is what QB Propane is known for. Propane by the tank or prompt service and delivery. Call QB Propane to find out more or to set up service. 989-544-2188. QB Propane.
Sir Heating and Air Conditioning cares about your peace of mind, and a Generac home standby generator will provide just that. One of the most frustrating and perhaps life-threatening events to happen to you and your family is loss of power. Maybe a few minutes, maybe a week or more. But take comfort that your Generac automatic home generator is always ready to provide all the power you need so that life goes on uninterrupted. And now Generac is adding 7 years to their usual 3-year warranty. That means 10 years of service as part of your generator purchase. Call Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, your Generac experts, at 989-598-0534. Rest easy.
10 seconds.
Generac home standby generator at the ready from family-owned and Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus. 989-598-0534.
Welcome back here on B103.9, 9:29 to go here in the first quarter. Dreisen Derscheid getting ready for the second kickoff in the matter of 4 minutes here to open up the game. The kick, a little line drive right at a guy down in the middle of the field, and he is swallowed instantly by the Wildcats. Kick defense return, 7-0. Now we get our second chance look here at Everett's defense as they forced a 3-and-out to open the game. Well, that's one of the fun things about announcing on the road is most of the time you get to sit in the stands with the home side. And, well, when the team that you announce for scores a touchdown, not a whole lot of people really appreciate it, and that's what just happened. So now we're ready to go, 9:24 here in the first quarter. And Manton snaps the ball, hands it off to the back. It's actually quarterback keeper. He rolls out to his left, and he sacks for a big tackle loss of about 11 yards on the play. It'll be second and very long, and a big mistake. And you can already see the adjustments here for Everett's defense. They are just swallowing to the ball, swarming to the ball. It's the better adjective on the play, I guess. Second and 21 on Manton's 25-yard line. But right now, you already see some of the defensive players fired up. Dreisen Derscheid instantly fired up. There was about 4 Wildcats on that sack for loss. So second and 21, and we'll see what Manton has in store here. Now we got a flag on the play. And I guess we're going to get a false start before the players had even gotten down in their stance. So I don't really know how that happened. Unless they're going to pick it up. But that's kind of a interesting. Yeah, they're going to call false start on Manton. That's interesting. They just had broke out of the huddle.
Be a 5-yard penalty. We'll replay second.
So now it is second and 26 on the 20-yard line for Manton. First quarter here in Manton, Michigan, home of the Rangers. Their homecoming game, packed house here in the stands. Quarterback under center. Wing T look again. Snaps the ball and hands it off to his running back, who runs it up the middle for a nice gain. Brought it across the 25 and just short of the 30. So it's going to be third and still extremely long, but a little bit more manageable. I'd say about third and 19 on the play.
Brings up third and long for the Rangers.
And another chance to get another big stop here for this Evart defense that has struggled against the rush. All season long, they have just allowed teams to run all over them. It's as if they're playing on the easy mode on football video games. That's kind of how it's looked like opponents running over Everett's rushing defense. Now here we go. Quarterback under center, snaps the ball. He'll keep it himself, drops back, places his feet, throws on from his behind, and it's almost picked off. In and out of the hands of Lucas Johnson. And of all the guys you thought would have caught that one, it would have been Johnson. Johnson frustrated with himself. But on the bright side, they should be able to get the ball back here. 4th and 19 on Manton's 27. 7:27 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0, Evart leads it. And the punt team is on the field. George Koffel, quarterback for Manton as well, who does the punting duties. And it's Derscheid back deep to receive the punt. Ball snapped. Koffel punts it. Almost got a hand on it, did one of the defensive linemen. Derscheid receives it. He'll run it to the right, across the 50, 45, 40, 45, 30, 35, 25. There's one-on-one. He breaks the tackle. 5. Touchdown, Evart.
Number 6, Noah Bennerly. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Bryson Derscheid, man, making that look easy. 13-0, 7-11 to go here in the first quarter. And man, oh man, this is going to be a long night for Manton as long as this continues. And there is a flag on the play. And it looks like it is on Evart. And we'll see if they maintain the touchdown or not.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Wildcats.
I guess they're going to call it unsportsmanlike conduct on Evart. So it shouldn't change the outcome of the return. Should just make the point after attempt that much difficult for Derscheid. So what a way. The offense has only been out there for one play. And the defense for Evart getting it done here tonight. 7-11. The officials still trying to figure out what to do with the football right now. Well, they look like they got a placement for it. So Evart. And now a couple of linemen, and it appears to be Bryson Derscheid having a conversation with the officials. Not sure what about here. The correction, Noah Vanderlyn having a conversation with the officials. Noah Vanderlyn, the long snapper for Evart. Now we're ready to go. Everybody lining up. And Derscheid. Now Aiden Anderson leaving the field. I don't really know what is trying to be discussed here. Anderson having to go over and talk to Ben Bryant about whatever the officials are trying to communicate with him. And now Aiden Anderson walking off the field right now. Was there just an ejection? Or does he have to sit out of play? Ben Bryant really fired up right now. He's throwing his hand and he's yelling at the, looks like he's yelling at some of the coaches across the other sideline. And now we got another Wildcat running onto the field. There is a lot of confusion, it looks like, on the field right now. Aiden Anderson on the sideline. He is the placeholder. And now looks like Cameron Swales is in the backfield. Noah Vanderlyn as the quarterback. They're going to keep it. Vanderlyn keeps it, runs it up the middle, spins, moves, and breaks into the end zone. It's a two-point conversion is good. 15-0 here. 7-11 to go in the first quarter. Not quite sure what was going on there. But with all that descriptions, we're going to take a 60-second break. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B1039.
Your friends at Lang Mechanical join all of us in hoping for an Evart football victory. If you want your heating and cooling system to be a winner all year long, get in touch with Lang Mechanical, day or night. 231-388-0632. And go Wildcats!
Happiness is ice cream, and ice cream is happiness. So it only makes sense that the Evart Dairy Whip is Evert's happy place. Love soft serve?
20 seconds.
Be happy. Prefer a hand-dipped Sunday Wizard? It's happy. Plus hamburgers, salads, wraps, and Coney dogs topped with national chili. When you need a dose of
10
happy,
seconds.
come to the Evart Dairy Whip and leave with a smile. Open 10 till 9 all week.
5.
7th Street in Evart. Happy to support the Wildcats.
Welcome back here on B1039. 15-0. Evart leads at 7-11 to go here in the first quarter. We're getting ready for a kickoff here. And due to the unsportsmanlike conduct, the kickoff has been pushed back a handful more yards. But with the way Dreisen Derscheid kicks the ball, that's not really going to be an issue here. Derscheid has the potential to be a collegiate type of kicker. That's how powerful his leg is. As Noah Vanderlyn trots onto the field, but actually Dreisen Derscheid right now still on the sidelines. I think there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of chirpiness going on here, especially with Evart scoring the way they have and how often they have here to start the ball game. But now we're ready to go. Derscheid placing the football down on the tee. I'm still curious to see what's going to happen to Aiden Anderson. He did jog off the field. He's still on the sideline. Not sure if he's normally on the kickoff or not, but we'll see. As Evart working on breaking out of the huddle. Again, first quarter here still 7-11. Evart leading at 15-0 here in Manton, Michigan on the Rangers homecoming night. And, you know, it's always got to feel good if you can come into an opponent's territory and get the win on their homecoming night. Here's the kick, and it is punted a long way, received, and it bounces and will probably be out just in front of the 30. So similar spot to where Manton has set up all night long. And now we'll get ready to go here for Manton as they try to find some sort of way to move the ball down the field. Still no first downs for them. They've had 2 offensive drives, 2 3-and-outs, including on the first play of the previous drive. It was a sack for about a 11-yard loss, and they got back as far as 2nd and 26, especially following the false start penalty. It's a 5-yard penalty. George Koffel leading the charge here, but now looks like we got a penalty, or correction, with the ball going out of bounds on the kickoff. They're going to move the ball up. So the Rangers are going to start with the best field position they've had all game on the 50-yard line due to the illegal procedure. Again, if the kickoff goes out of bounds, if the ball goes out of bounds on the kickoff, that is how it happens. They hand it off to the running back who runs it to the left side. A nice pickup and a nice gain for about 8 or 9 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and short here. And their biggest gain all game up to this point. There are 3 offensive drives.
Gain of 8 on the play brings up 2nd and 2 for the Rangers.
6:50 to go. Manton lines up, Koppel under center, snaps the ball, hands it off to his back, who runs right and should have got enough for the first down. And it is, so it'll be in a fresh 1st and 10 at the 40. Manton's 40, that is, or excuse me, Everett's 40, that is. That time it was Jarrett Nixon on the run. 6:20 to go here in the first quarter. Again, we apologize. We are set up right directly behind the marching band, so we are doing our best to try to provide the game information for you. Koppel snaps the ball, hands it off to his back, who tries to run left, cuts right, and moves it up the middle for a nice pickup of about 3 or 4 yards on the play. So it should be about 2nd and 7.
Stopped on the play by number 11, Cody McCoy.
This Evart defense doing a nice job of picking it up, but hey, just because you have a 15-point lead doesn't mean Manton can come back and spring it on you. You got to continue the pressure as the defense and continue to be locked down, especially against an offense similar to this that put up 38 against this defense and rushed for over 300 yards just a few weeks ago. So Koppel, again under center, snaps the ball. He'll hand it off to his fullback, who runs it up the gut and is met instantly. Maybe got lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd down and 7 at the 36-yard line. Manton trying to turn this into another first down. Try to get their first points of the game.
Brings up 3rd and long for the Rangers.
Manton has not converted on 3rd down yet today. 0 for 2. A couple of punts for him today. Aiden Anderson is in the secondary for Evart. So it's good to see that he's still on the field. Koppel Snaps the ball. Manton maybe getting away with a bit of a false start there, and still not brought down, but should be enough for a first down. And it is. A nice run up the middle by Jarrett Nixon.
Play results in a first down for the Rangers.
And that's the thing about the wing T offense. It's a lot of misdirection, a lot of what feels like trick plays. And you gotta pay attention. A couple weeks ago, we talked to Ben Bryant about this style of offense and how to cover it. And each guy has their own assignment on what to look for. A guy to watch, and then everybody yells for. And the ball's fumbled by Koffel, and Koffel is met and tackled for maybe at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a loss of 1 on the play, so 2nd and maybe 11. Koffel just mishandling the snap from under the center, but one of the more difficult things for this quarterback is he has to constantly run from the sideline or from the huddle to the sideline, back to the huddle, and then back to the line of scrimmage. And it can be wearing over time, especially if you don't know your plays. That's where you see a lot of the teams run wristbands where, yeah, it might look a little silly, but if it works and it saves you a lot of time and energy, then why not run it? We saw Pine River do that last week. Koffel snaps the ball. And he'll hand it off to his back, who runs left and is met again instantly at the line. Maybe another loss of a few inches there. So 3rd and 11 officially on the Wildcats 28.
The play brings up 3rd long for the Rangers.
2:56 to go here in the first quarter. 3rd and 11 on the 29-yard line. 15-0, Everett leads it. Here we go, Koppel. Under center, snaps the ball. Bit of a delayed snap, hands it off to the right. It's Nixon again, who is brought down again at the line. And this defense, they've been on for a good part of the game. They've only given up 2 first downs in these first 3 offensive drives for Manton, and they are having a tough time trying to find a way. So we'll see if they go for the punt here. They are within 30, and they could pin back Evart deep. But I have a feeling that we're going to see Manton go for it here. Because if you are unsuccessful, even if you get positive yards, it's almost better than trying to avoid the risk of a touchback. So 4th and 12. Koffel under center, snaps the ball, hands it off. He'll roll out to the right, place his feet, throws left. It's caught, and he makes a couple defenders miss at the 15-10-5 and brought down in front of the goal line. That'll be 1st and goal at the 3. And the 4th down conversion pays off for the Rangers. The Rangers, their 2nd pass of the game is successful, and Koffel has absolutely 0 time to pass right now in that pocket. He has been scrambling all over the place to try to get the ball off. That time he did, and well, his man Jackson Solani bringing it down. But a team that you're going to primarily see pass the ball. So here we go. 1st and goal situation. Koppel snaps the ball. He'll hand it off the back, who runs it up the gut. And that pile of offense, and they get them pushed back to the line of scrimmage. And it looks like they picked up maybe a yard or 2. It'll be 2nd and goal. 1:08 to go here in the first quarter. 15-0 Wildcats lead it. And well, Manton's trying to cut the lead in half here with a score right before the end of the first. You're not in any rush, but it's helpful. Anything to keep that high-powered offense of Evert's off the field. Not that we've seen it a whole lot tonight. Just 1 play, 1 touchdown. The other touchdown coming off a kick 6. Or punt 6, rather. Koffel snaps the ball, hands it off to his back, who runs left. Did he break into the end zone? He did. Touchdown. Rangers makes it 15-6 with 32.6 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. So we'll see what Manton does here if they're going to kick the PAT or if they're going to go for 2 here. And you know, at least one point, if you want to try to tie it, if you can get a stop on defense, you're going to have to go for 2 eventually, and this is exactly what they're going to do. Same formation they've been running all game. 3 yards to go to get the 2-point conversion to make it 15-8. Koffel snaps the ball, hands it off the back, who runs left, up the middle and across the line, and that's good. 15-8, 2-point conversion is good for the Rangers. It makes it 15-8 here with 32.6 seconds to go here in the first quarter. So a nice offensive drive for Manton. It was a 4th down conversion for the Rangers that really kept them alive. It was a 12-yard pickup by Jackson Solani. Solani was able to pick up a few extra yards beyond the first down, and well, that set him up in the goal line. So still first quarter. Evart, we'll see. We'll stick right here. We'll wait till the end of the first quarter to send you to break, but we're going to get another look here at the offense for Evart. Again, only one play for Evert's offense, who ran it all the, well, really, they passed it down the middle, and it was to the house. First play, first touchdown. Well, tonight, this broadcast wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. Worth Landscaping, Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, Ina Store, Evart, Dairy Whip, Northland Area Federal Credit Union, and QB Propane. If you want to be a sponsor of B1039 Evart Wildcats football, call your best friend Jen at 231-796-1103. Again, 231-796-1103. So let's see this kickoff team again. Chase Hurdon, the man who will kick it off here for the Rangers. Rangers cutting the deficit in half here. On this homecoming evening here for the Rangers. Here we go. Hurdon's kick is squibbed to the left side. They're going to let it roll, and Dershai's just going to take a knee. And the Wildcats will set up shop just in front of the 35-yard line. 34-yard line officially.
10 for the Wildcats, ball spot at the 34-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from there. And we're going to see what type of play they ran. Last week, they ran the ball nonstop. Tonight, first play, they went back to the pass. So running back to the right, that's Cameron Swales of Aiden Anderson, and 2 wide receivers on each side of the field. Swales to Anderson's left. He looks right, throws right. He's got his man, and he's running up the middle. Vanderland still has not been able to bring down, and a nice pickup of about 8 or 9 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and short. 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Clock is ticking with the ball staying in bounds. And we'll see what Evart chooses to do here. Are they going to try to get one more play off, or they're just going to let it roll to the end of the quarter? 5 seconds to go, and Aiden Anderson. And they just get the snap off, but they're going to blow the whistle. And that's the end of the first quarter. Well, Evart leads at 15-8. We'll take a quick 60-second break. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B1039.
Transform your space with
Are you using the crowd mic or your regular mic?
for
Regular mic.
room painting projects. Schedule your room before the fall rush.
Crowd mic is not on, and my headset mic is, like, my lips are basically touching it.
Don't miss the opportunity for a fresh, vibrant new look.
How's it coming across?
408
We can barely hear you.
Schedule your quote today. Extremely
I would ask if you want me to turn up my mic, but I don't think that's going to do anything.
Worth Landscaping, a second-generation business, has been a proud supporter of Evart Public Schools and all Evart athletics for more than 25 years. Worth Landscaping
20
specializes
seconds.
in irrigation systems, landscape design.
Also, I apologize. My phone is on mute, so it doesn't come across the broadcast.
Contact Josh Worth at 231-349-5693 or Tyler Worth
5 seconds.
231-629-5150. It'll be worth the call. Worth Landscaping.
Welcome back here on B1039, 15-8 with a fresh 12 to go on the clock. Evart in a 2nd and short situation here on their own 43-yard line. So here we go. Aiden Anderson snaps the ball. He's looking right. He throws right. A wide open Noah Vanderlyn, who was brought down at the 50, pushed out of bounds. And it'll be a fresh 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Play results in a first down for the Wildcats. Stopped on the play by number 4, Blake Housel.
Evart with 2 wide receivers on each side. Running back in the backfield beside Anderson. Anderson snaps the ball, looking right, throws instantly, is caught and pushed out of, or across the first down marker, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So Evart not going for the deep attack play here, but they are moving the ball quite nicely down the field. Anderson snaps the ball. He's looking left, pump fakes, throws down the middle and out of the reach of Dryson Derscheid. It'll be 2nd and 10. Derscheid was unable to break the clamps down of the secondary of Manton. So 2nd and 10. 11:28 to go here in the second quarter. Aiden Anderson snaps the ball. He's looking right, places his feet, throws right, and it's caught and tackled is Noah Vanderlyn.
Complete to number 6, Noah
Vanderlyn on the slant picks up another 10 yards, and that'll be another first down for the Wildcats. 3 plays, 3 first downs. Ball working very nicely. We've seen this a couple times throughout the year where their offensive drives, it is slow and meticulous, but at the same time, they are picking up 10 yards at a time, and secondaries have no answer. Anderson snaps the ball, throws right, and it's caught. Vanderlyn is ripped out of bounds. And it's a pickup of about 5 yards or so. Yep, it'll be cut in half. So 2nd and 5 with under 11 to go here in the first half. 15-8, Evart leads it. Everett's offense finally putting a drive together after their first offensive drive was 1 play for the house. Aiden Anderson with the wide receiver in motion, right to left, hands it off to that wide receiver, trying to break it. He's being spun around in the backfield, and it's a nice tackle for loss by Manton. A loss of about 6 yards on the play. So it's going to be 3rd and very long, and now we're most likely going to see that deep attack here by Evart. Lucas Johnson on the jet sweep from right to left and was swallowed up in the backfield. Aiden Anderson, again, trips left, the receiver out to the right. Cameron Swales to his right as well. Snaps the ball. He's looking left, looks right, throws deep down the middle. Got a man one-handed in. It's off the hand. Oh, that would have been Sports Center top 10 quality right there. But it was just in and out of the hands. Noah Vanderlyn with the glove on too. I think even the Manton fans here would have given a round of applause to that. That was impressive. He had it in his palm too. So 4th and 12, and they're going to go for it. I mean, you don't really have the leg of a field goal kicker, so trips left, receiver out to the right again. Swales in the backfield as well. Anderson snaps the ball, throws a fader out to the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Evart!
Pass complete to number 5,
Dryson Derscheid with the fadeaway catch in the right corner of the end zone makes it 21-8 with 9:46 to go here in the first half. All Matt needed to do was stop them there on 4th down, and they would have had their first turnover on downs of the game, but unsuccessful. And Evert's offense continues to be perfect here tonight. Not a whole lot of issues. So Derscheid is going to stay put. He's not going to kick. He's going to be on the receiving core. Aiden Anderson, they're going for 2 here. Anderson snaps the ball, fakes it off to Swales. He throws right, and it's over the hands, a little bit handsy by the secondary Spencer Wold. And the score is going to remain 21-8, 9:46 to go here in the second quarter. Let's take a quick break, 60 seconds. We're back. You're listening to Everett Wildcats football here on B1039.
Just like the Wildcats team, we know
60.
that hard work, dedication, and a little hometown pride can achieve amazing things. Ice Mountain is cheering on the Wildcats as they take the field tonight, and we invite you to join us in showing your support. At Ice Mountain, we're more than just a business. We are part of this community, and together, we win. Let's make some noise for the Wildcats.
Let nothing stand between you and the tree stand
30.
with the fast, durable Kubota Sidekick, featuring a gas-powered engine that delivers a top speed of 40 miles per hour, best-in-class acceleration and handling
20.
of cargo, and the strength to haul what needs hauling, all backed by a 2-year, 1,000-hour warranty. Get ready for hunting season with the Kubota Sidekick. Visit your local
10
Kubota dealer
seconds.
today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop
5
by
seconds.
Ina Store, your Cadillac area Kubota dealer in beautiful downtown Ina.
Welcome back here on B1039. 9 minutes, 46 seconds on the clock left here in the first half. Evart coming off of a long, monotonous touchdown drive. 2-point conversion for them was unsuccessful. 21-8 is the score, and so now we'll see if the defense has another stop in them here. Bryson Derscheid lining up for the kick here. I'm surprised we didn't see him go for the PAT kick. Maybe they're working on some of their 2-point conversions, and as they got a tough game coming up next week, so try to get them all out now. Derscheid's kick is a little pooch kick, and bounced and jumped on just in front of the 40-yard line in between. So I'd say about 36, 37-yard line.
Jackson Eli.
9:45 to go here now. And Evart.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rangers. Ball spot.
His defense, they were really trampled that last drive. There was a couple third down conversions that Manton completed, and then one 4th down conversion. That was the big one on the pass play. Manton getting the call from the huddle. And now we're ready to go here. Koffel under center here. Snaps the ball, hands it off to his back, who runs right and is met at the line and pushed down behind the original line of scrimmage, maybe of a loss of about 1. Clock officially ticking now. Beautiful sunset here in Manton.
Short gain on the play brings up 2nd and long for the
Down in Grand Rapids, where I'm from, it is this morning. The sunrise was beautiful as ever, and I saw that a lot of these pretty sunsets are coming from the hurricane down south. And it's providing a good look for us here tonight. Great backdrop as the field is illuminated here tonight. And Manton. Kopp snaps the ball, hands it off to the back, who runs left and picks up a couple of yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and about half to go to the 1st down marker.
Stopped on the play by number 63, Gabe Mitchell.
8:45 to go here in the first half.
3rd and 6 for the Rangers.
Evart looking to get a stop here on 3rd down. Force another punt. There's been 2 of them. One of them was returned for a touchdown. Evart loading up the box. 3 linebackers, a lot of defensive linemen. Snaps the ball. They hand it off to the back, and he is swarmed to the ball. A loss of about 2 yards on the play. And it's going to be 4th and about 8. And it's decision time now for Manton. Do you go for it again? Or if you do go for it and you get stopped, are you going to really allow this high-powered offense that is Evart start with great field position? .735 to go, and Manton's going to go for it. Koffel under center, 4th and 6. Koffel snaps the ball. He's going to roll out to his right on the run and off the hands of the receiver of Rangers. It looks like it was McCoy Hicks, the intended target. He had the ball, but just outside of his reach, and he wasn't able to secure it safely. So the Wildcats are going to set up shop real nice here in their own territory. The 43-yard line, 1st and 10.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
7:20 to go here in the first quarter. It's been all Evart and a lot of explosive plays here tonight. It's been a lot of fun to watch this offensive Evart to really grow and evolve all season long. Hayden Anderson trips left, a receiver out to his right. Cameron Swales in the backfield, the sophomore running back who had a career type of game last week. Anderson snaps the ball, looking right. He's going to throw deep down the sideline. Got a man wide open, and it's out of the reach. Man, they've really gone deep a couple times tonight. That time, Noah Vanderlyn, the man open, and well, during the pregame show, I mean, you weren't able to hear the interview with Ben Bryant, but he did talk about during that interview about how Noah Vanderlyn had a career season last year, junior year, and now everybody has been double teaming him. That's why we've been calling on Lucas Johnson's name all season long. Well, here tonight, Lucas Johnson has only been targeted once, and because of that, Noah Vanderlyn has been able to break open, and really he's been the star of the game, which has been a nice so 7-13, Manton coming off a timeout. That's their second of the half, only one remaining for them. So Manton looking for a stop here on 2nd and 10. They're not trying to avoid giving up another play. Maybe trying to disrupt the momentum or rhythm that this Evart offense has. So one receiver out to his left, two out to his right. A couple tight ends to the left. Or we can see a run play here. Receiver in motion right to left. Fakes it off to the receiver. Throws to Swales. Swales wide open. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Evart. Makes it 27-8, 7:05 to go here in the second quarter. And man, Aiden Anderson, maybe the only criticism on that play, maybe it was a touch too high for his running back, who maybe not as tall as what his receivers are. But it doesn't matter. He found the end zone. And now the extra point is upon us. Are we going to go for 2 here? Looking like Aiden Anderson's going to stay in the shotgun area. So interesting decision they've only kicked 1 PAT. And I'm sure this is just a type of move that Ben Bryant is making to try to work on your 2-yard go for it 2 situation. They've got a lot of cornerbacks lined up to the right. Aiden Anderson throws it deep into the corner of the end zone, and a little too high for his intended target, Noah Vanderlyn.
Conversion is no good.
And so, yes, they are definitely working on things. So 27-8 here in the first half. 7 minutes, 5 seconds to go. We're going to take a quick 60-second break. When we come back, we'll have some more Evart Wildcats football. You're listening to B1039.
Step into the excitement at AJ's Event Center in Evart. Swing in for top-notch bowling lanes, an action-packed arcade, food and spirits with a smashing new experience coming soon. Plus, indulge in all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays and Saturdays. Located just 2 miles west of Evart on US 10, find us on Facebook for all the latest updates and specials. Make every moment unforgettable at AJ's Event Center. Your hometown, family-owned propane company, QB Propane, would like to thank their customers for supporting them for several years. Sacrifice, resilience, and teamwork are all part of what makes tonight's Evart High School football game so exciting. Supporting local first is what QB Propane is known for. Propane by the tank or prompt service and delivery. Call QB Propane to find out more or to set up service.
5 seconds.
989-544-2188. QB Propane.
Welcome back on B1039. 7:05 to go here in the first half, and Evart lining up for the kickoff here.
Rangers, number 3.
Evart has scored 27 points here in the first half. That has now succeeded the amount they scored in the first half last week against Pine River, where they scored only 21, which was 21-14. Bryson Derscheid lining up for the kick here. Kick is up, and again, another little pooch kick here, and Manton having to really rush, and that was closer than you'd hoped if you're Manton. And I mean, honestly, Everett's given them pretty good field position here, but again, I'm sure this is like a tune-up game for them. This is a final tune-up game before they have a big matchup next week against Beale City, who this year has been not as dominant as they've been. McBain has been the team to beat so far this year. McBain in first place in the Highland Conference with a 4-0 record, 3-0 in conference. Beale City 3-1 and 2-1 in conference play. And of course, Evart tied with Beale City. So next week is going to be a big one, and I guess eyes are all on McBain as Evart is going to have to play them twice here this year. One at home and one on the road. Koffel under center. Snaps the ball. Hands it off to his fullback, who runs it up the gut and is met at the line. And really, when they hand it off to that fullback here in this wing T situation, they have not been able to get the fullback going tonight. When they have been able to get the ball moving is when they roll out and they've passed it. Or rather, they run more of a strong stretch type of play. So 6:30 to go here in the first half. 27-8. One timeout remaining for Manton. 3 for Evart. Koffel snaps the ball. And he'll keep it himself, roll it to the right. He's got a screenplay. He's got a man open who runs it down the sideline at the 50, 45-40, 45-30, and cuts over to the left and is stuffed right in front of the 25-yard line. Might have gotten away with stepping out of bounds there at the 30. Nonetheless, a big pickup, the biggest pickup of the night for Manton. Give him 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. So Manton trying to get on the board right before half. I mean, there's still half the quarter left, but still, you want to try to stay in it as long as possible, especially if you can force a 3-and-out from Evart if they get the ball back here before half. So under 6 to go. Koffel snaps the ball. Fakes it, rolls out to his left. Koffel pumps it, gonna keep it himself, and gets across the 20. And did he get enough for the first down? And they're gonna call him just short, 2nd and inches here. Koffel, maybe Manton finding a way to groove here. Koffel, like I mentioned earlier, before this drive start, they've really been able to move the ball when Koffel is moving out on his feet. Really evading that defensive line that stuffed the box so well here in the first couple quarters. Just 8 points given up so far by this defense of Evart. .5:33 to go. Snaps the ball. Koffel. A little bit of a misdirection, gets stuffed by his own offensive lineman, and it looks like it was
brought down on the play by number
looks like it was Jarrett Nixon on the play who eventually got stuffed by his own offensive line. So under 5:15 to go here in the second quarter. It's going to be 3rd and still 1, and well, this is going to be 4-down territory for Manton. It has been a pretty good part of this game. So here we go, Koffel, he's gonna keep it himself, runs it up the middle. That should be enough for the first down. Did he get across the 15-yard line? Looks like he's gonna be down right on the 15-yard line. It's gonna be a fresh 1st and 10 for the Rangers.
First down, Rangers.
Beautiful night here in northern Michigan.
The emergency vehicle in the west end zone, please turn off your lights. Emergency vehicle in the west end zone, please turn
The
off your
temperature
lights.
quickly dropping now as the sun
Thank you.
setting below the never-ending pine trees here up in Manton. Getting a little bit cooler here on this beautiful Friday evening. Homecoming here for the Rangers. Koffel snaps the ball, hands it off to his fullback, who once again is stuffed at the line in a tackle for a loss of about 2 or 3 yards.
Hand off up the middle to number 2, McCoy Hicks. Stopped on the play by number 54, Kobe Smith. No gain on the play, brings up 2nd and long for the Rangers.
So it's going to be second and actually it's going to be just 2nd and 10. Looked like they perhaps got a couple yards lost there, but not showing up. So let's see if this defense is going to stop. Under 4 to go here in the first half. 27-8. Now we got a whistle here. Not a whole lot of penalties here in the first half. I will say that. And there's one there. I'm going to say full start on Manton. And I will say that there's only been 3 penalties. 2 of them false start on Manton and 1 of them an unsportsmanlike conduct on Evart, which of course is avoidable. So 2nd and 15 now on the 20-yard line of Manton's. But it's been a clean ball game, which has kept this game rolling. Something that, especially once the temperatures start getting cooler out, everybody likes to see. Koffel under center, snaps the ball, fakes it off to his back. He dumps it off to his running back who is out right, and he is swarmed to the ball and tackled at the 15, but they're going to mark him at the 14. So 3rd and about 9 to go here. 3:15 left in the first half. And Manton has done a nice job of eating away at the clock. So Manton ready to get the call here from the sideline. And, well, you know, the student section lined up in the east end zone, and, well, you know they're ready to cheer for something here. Koffel fakes it off. He rolling out to his left. He throws it left, and it's caught and stopped just in front of the goal line at the 1-yard line. Jarrett Nixon absolutely trucked by the Wildcats secondary. The home crowd thinking it was a touchdown, but, well, you got to watch the officiating crew on that one. 2:30 to go. It's like in baseball. You got to watch the outfielders. You can't watch where the ball's going, because if you watch the ball, well, then everything hitting the air is a home run. In football, when it comes to this situation at the goal line, you got to watch the officials. There's a lot of jerseys on the field in these type of situations. So 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Manton, see what they do here. Koffel snaps the ball. He's going to hand it off to his back, who runs right, and he's stopped. And it'll be 2nd and goal at the 1, and we're going to get a timeout. Manton.
Timeout, Wildcats.
Or, excuse me, Evart. And that'll be their first of the half. 2 remaining. We'll take a 60-second break. 1:53 to go here in the first half. 27-8. Evart leads it. You're listening to WBZX Big Rapids Evart Wildcats football.
Yep, I bet they could do that. RCB
16.
Contracting. From septic systems to professional excavating services, both residential and commercial, RCB Contracting is local. RCB Contracting is reliable. RCB Contracting is dependable. RCB Contracting supports local Evart athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's game. Teamwork makes the dream work. Call 231-846-0800. RCB Contracting, your excavating pros and winter plow experts.
Hometown store fixtures are as close as 11071 US 10 in Evart. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures not only helps with on-site store liquidations, they have store fixtures like used Lozier shelving, true self-contained coolers and freezers, and they provide delivery and installation, plus sell walk-in coolers and teardrop pallet racking.
10 seconds.
Supporting the local Evart community for years, both for local stores and the Evart football team. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures is a proud local supporter of the Evart football game broadcasts. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back here on B1039. 1:53 to go here in the first half. And Manton's got the ball on their own 1-yard line. 2nd and goal here. And we're going to see what Manton has in store. Maybe a quarterback sneak here by Koffel. We've seen that once today, and it picked up quite a few yards. But however, there's stuff in the box. Yep, here we go. Koffel snaps the ball, and I believe he breaks across the goal line. No call yet from the officials, and there it is. Touchdown, Manton. Makes it just a 2-possession lead for Evart. 27-14, and now Manton is going to look for the extra point here. (27-14), 1:47 to go. And now Manton on for the 2-point conversion, trying to make it 27-16. As they ever so pull within closer. They'll hand it off to the back who breaks in, and the 2-point conversion is good. 27-16. And now we're going to see that high-powered offense. We've seen them break away on just one play, 1-score touchdowns, and we're going to see if we can maybe see that again. We're going to take a quick 60-second break, and when we come back, we'll have the finale of the first half. You're listening to B1039.
Neptune's Ice Cream Shop in downtown Everett carries premium hand.
Sorry, it's that or try to talk over the music.
Choose a single flavor or go wild for their waffle nachos or flights with 3 to 5 flavors of ice cream. They also offer mini donuts, milkshakes, and $5 to $12 lunch specials with wraps, tacos, sliders, chili, and dogs. Downtown Everett, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop.
Stop in to Northland Area Federal Credit Union in Everett, Reed City, or any of their 17 branches in northern Michigan to find great rates on many different financial products. While banks merge more often than you can keep track of and impose increased fees, Northland is a not-for-profit financial co-op committed to helping you save money. They specialize in small business growth and services. Check them out at northlandcu.com. Northland is federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back here on B1039. 1:47 to go here in the first half. And, well, Manton making it interesting. 27-16, this defense for Everett, although they were on fire in the first quarter. Not so much here. Has a little bit of an onside kick, and it's dived down. Lucas Johnson's got it. He cuts it up the right, across the 40, and is being dragged down. He can't really get across more than just 3 yards across the 40. And that's where Everett will set up the ball on 1st and 10 on the 43-yard line in their own territory. Correction, Manton territory. All right, we're going to see, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of some deep type of plays. And that's what this Manton secondary is looking for. You got 4 cornerbacks. 5, correction. And they're going to call a false start. Yeah, there was a little bit of a jump there on the right side receiving core. Derscheid and
against the Wildcats.
Derscheid and Vanderlyn jumping in a little bit, and that doesn't help them. That's their first real mental penalty. Although I guess you could call a personal conduct or unsportsmanlike conduct a mental penalty as well. So 1st and 15 now. Anderson snaps the ball, dropping back, looks right, throws across the middle, caught and wrapped up and brought down. And that is Derscheid on the catch. And it's going to be 2nd and about 5 on the play. Nice 5 or 10-yard pickup. And we'll see the same formation again. Anderson snaps the ball, looking left and throws across the middle. It's caught and it is brought down. That was Brendan Magnuson on the play.
Pass complete to
Magnuson's been quiet all night. That was his first target of the game, and they flipped the field here. That's going to be 1st and 10 on Everett's 37-yard line. Anderson snaps the ball. A little bit of a high snap. Moves up in the pocket. Throws over the middle. Had Swales wide open, but just a little high for him. And it'll be 2nd and 10. 58.9 seconds to go here in the first half. Evart trying to score one more, where then they will get the ball back to start the second half.
19, Cameron Swales brings up 2nd and long for the Wildcats.
So 2nd and 10 now, 33. Evart snaps the ball. Anderson looking left, throws over left. Has got a man, Magnuson again, and it's caught and brought down.
Complete to number 3.
And right around the 15-yard line. And a nice job to really use all his receivers tonight. He's used Swales, he's used Magnuson. And now with Manton really swallowing up Vanderlyn and Lucas Johnson, it's hard. Anderson snaps the ball, moves up in the pocket, throws over the middle. It's caught, and did he break the goal line? And they call it touchdown, Evart. Noah Vanderlyn had to be a little protective on that catch as he was caught it while falling, and it makes it 33-16, 41 seconds to go here in the first half. And that is a real confidence downer if you're Manton. For Manton, you just had a long drive that really benefited you. So now we're going for 2 again. Receiver in motion and throws out the ball on the slant, and it is caught. And it'll make it 35-16. So Evart doing a nice job going right down the field, all pass plays, a couple in motion plays, and gets in the end zone right before half, and that's got to be nice for them. This is going to continue to be a high-scoring offense, I can only imagine. But this defense for Evart has got to try to find a way to shut down this team for Manton. Well, hey, we're going to take one more 30-second timeout. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on WBZX Big Rapids.
It takes knowledge and expertise to drill a well. That's why folks around here trust Waldron Drilling, a 4th-generation family-owned business since the 1930s. Waldron Drilling can drill from 4-inch up to 24-inch wells, offering free estimates.
I didn't say anything.
Voted Osceola County's favorite well driller for the past 5 years. Quality, customer satisfaction,
10 seconds,
and honest work. That's the Waldron way. Waldron Well Drilling of Evart at
5 seconds.
waldrondrilling.com or call 231-734-5168.
Back deep for the Rangers.
Welcome back here on B1039. 41 seconds to go here in the first half. And, well, Manton's going to try to go quick here in 41 seconds. And trying to see what they got going on. Bryson Derscheid with the onside kick here, and it's recovered, but slips out. The ball's still on the ground, crosses the 50, but Manton recovers it. And, well, Evart right now, they're really working on everything right now. And a little bit of a misdirection onside kick. You had Derscheid.
Number 1, Jackson Healy.
You had Derscheid do the fake kick where then Vanderlyn came in and squibbed it. And, I mean, not a bad try to onside it, but right now, Manton.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rangers. Ball spot at the 49-yard line.
Manton really trying to, it's like Evart is trying to score a certain amount of points to try to get somewhere. And right now, that's not necessarily the case. Of course, at times, playoffs do come down to how many points you score. 35-16, 37 seconds to go. 1st and 10 at the 49 for the Rangers. Koffel under center. Snaps the ball. Hands it off to his fullback, who runs it up the middle and can't get it to the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him just short at the 44, so 1st and 10. Again, just one timeout remaining for Manton.
Number 50, Joseph.
As the clock hits 20 seconds, and, well, hey, Manton's going to have to try to go deep here.
2nd and 7 for the Rangers.
Koffel under center again. 10 seconds to go. Snaps the ball. Hands it off to his back, who runs it up the middle. Nobody there. They tried to swipe the ball from him. And 5 seconds to go. And the clock is going to stop. And they're going to get their final time out of the first half as the Rangers try to cook up something to get in the end zone. They've got about 35 yards to go to try to find the end zone. We'll keep it right here. Well, again, we thank all of our sponsors this season for making tonight's broadcast and every Friday night's broadcast possible. AJ's Event Center, Big Rapids Roofing, RCB Contracting, Laying Mechanical, Ice Mountain Natural Spring Water, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop, and Miller's Liquidators in-store fixtures. Well, if you want to be a sponsor of B1039 and most importantly, your Everett Wildcats football, call your best friend Jen at 231-796-1103. Again, 231-796-1103. Well, as Manton comes out of the huddle there, out of their final time out of the half, they will try to cook up something here. I'm sure we're going to see some sort of pass play. The passing has been about 50% here for Manton to start the game. See what they got in store here. Koffel under center. 5 seconds to go. Snaps the ball. He'll hand it off to his back, who breaks a couple tackles, shoestring tackle, and that's how the first half is going to end. They tried to go end around there. Didn't work for them, and that'll end the first half. Everett leads it 35. Well, the Rangers 16 here on Manton's homecoming evening. As the players empty the field. Well, let's give you a little game recap up to this point. Not a whole lot of penalties, just 4 penalties total. And really, it's been the pass game once again forever. Why not? It's always been the pass game. And they opened up the game. They forced a 3-and-out against Manton, where then the first play of their offensive drive, they threw a ball down over the middle, and it was taken to the house for a touchdown. After forcing a 3-and-out by Manton, Manton punted the ball away, and Evert ran the ball all the way back for another kick 6. So their first of a couple here this season. And then, so that making it there. And then Manton finally put a drive together where then they made it 15-8. And then, again, it was just the passing play. It was slow, meticulous drives, 10 yards at a time, first down after first down, find the end zone. A couple two-point conversions failed, and another actually scored. So we're gonna take a break. This is our halftime show. You're listening to Everett Wildcats football here on B1039. Again, 35-16. Everett leads it. We'll be back here for second half here in a little bit.
Hi, I'm Michaela.
And I'm
Okay, we got 15 minutes at least.
Okay, on the clock right now, it says 18:35. So it is their homecoming, so they're probably doing a lot of extra stuff.
Whether it's roofing, siding, windows,
I could try to kill and just repeat what I said, I guess, for like a minute, and then we can come back after your 15 minutes.
11 years and counting on the NFHS network and a wild shootout into it. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. High school games from across Michigan at all levels have been broadcast on the NFHS network for more than 11 years now. That's more than 175,000 games from more than 600 high schools in the state. Last year alone, more than 50,000 events aired on the NFHS network. The oldest game available to watch on demand is from August 30th, 2013, a varsity football matchup between Adrian and Carleton Airport, a game Adrian won 26-7. In addition to tons of regular season contests, the NFHS network is home to MHSAA postseason events. This fall, the football, soccer, and volleyball playoffs are all available, as well as the cross-country and swimming and diving finals. In the winter, basketball, competitive cheer, gymnastics, ice hockey, and wrestling is all on, followed by baseball, lacrosse, soccer, softball, and track and field in the spring. Monthly and annual subscriptions are available, with a portion of your subscription fee going back to the school you designate. But you can watch any game from any high school in the country, including all past games that are available. Can't make it out to a game in person? Support your favorite school by watching them on the NFHS network. Go to NFHSnetwork.com to sign up and watch. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Birmingham Groves' Teddy Abbott. He had 3 interceptions in 1 quarter, including a pick 6 and a 35-7 win over Rochester. Abbott becomes just the 4th player in MHSAA history with 3 interceptions in a single quarter. Okemos golfer Elena Lee, she fired a school record 64 to claim the individual medalist honors at the CAAC Open. She also helped her team to a school record team score and team title. And Kingsford's Gavin Grondin. He had an 86-yard kickoff return for a touchdown as the Flivers knocked off Nagani, avenging last season's loss to the Miners.
Graduating seniors could qualify for a tuition-free skill certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
Let's talk tennis, specifically the rules around the net. First, tennis nets are 42 inches high at the post and 36 inches high in the center, and nets measure 42 feet wide. Players and their equipment cannot touch the net during a point. However, a player's follow-through can cross over the net if the ball was to hit the correct side of the court, but no part of the follow-through can touch the net. Also, the ball must completely cross the net before it can hit. If your opponent hits a high lob and you are standing at the net ready to smash or return, you must wait until the ball is completely over the net before hitting it. Making contact with the net during a play or hitting the ball before it's over the net results in a loss of a point.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. If you like touchdowns and not a ton of tackling, then DeWitt versus Hurricane last Friday was the game for you. Hurricane made the 6.5-hour bus ride up from West Virginia to take on the Panthers, and when it was done, the record book needed work. DeWitt won 70-63. Yes, there were 19 total touchdowns scored in this one. That's a touchdown every 2.5 minutes. The game was tied 7 times, and there were 7 lead changes. Hurricane jumped in front on the game's first play, a 90-yard touchdown pass. DeWitt battled back to take a 21-20 lead after the first quarter. It was tied at 35 at half, tied at 49 after 3, and both teams had fourth-quarter leads. DeWitt's Elliott Larner ran for 279 yards, a new school record, and 5 touchdowns. The 70 points is a new school record, set just 3 weeks after scoring 69 in a season-opening win against Hazlitt. And on the other end of the scoring spectrum last week, Midland Dow knocked off Bay City Western 3-2. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by the Michigan Achievement Scholarship, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
Sir Heating and Air Conditioning cares about your peace of mind, and a Generac home standby generator will provide just that. One of the most frustrating and perhaps life-threatening events to happen to you and your family is loss of power. Maybe a few minutes, maybe a week or more. But take comfort that your Generac automatic home generator is always ready to provide all the power you need so that life goes on uninterrupted. And now Generac is adding 7 years to their usual 3-year warranty. That means 10 years of service as part of your generator purchase. Call Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, your Generac experts, at 989-598-0534. Rest easy with a Generac home standby generator at the ready from family-owned and operated Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus, 989-598-0534.
Your friends at Lang Mechanical join all of us in hoping for an Evart football victory. If you want your heating and cooling system to be a winner all year long, get in touch with Lang Mechanical, day or night, 231-388-0632. And go Wildcats!
4 former MHSAA pitchers have MLB wins, and we're less than 3 weeks away from releasing soccer postseason brackets. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. 8 years ago, in 2016, Spencer Schwellenbach, Jeff Criswell, Carl Kaufman, and Tommy Henry were all pitching for their high school teams in Michigan. Schwellenbach at Saginaw Heritage, Criswell at Portage Central, Kaufman at Bloomfield Hills Brother Rice, and Henry at Portage Northern. 3 of them would go on to pitch at the University of Michigan together, Criswell, Kaufman, and Henry, where they helped the Wolverines to the 2019 College World Series Finals, losing to Vanderbilt. Schwellenbach pitched at Nebraska, and now all 4 have won a game in the major leagues. Henry was drafted by the Diamondbacks and got his first major league victory in 2022. Kaufman was picked by the Rockies and notched career win number 1 last season. Criswell was drafted by the A's and traded to Colorado, so he's once again Kaufman's teammate, and he recorded his first win this season. And Schwellenbach was taken by the Atlanta Braves and also got his first win earlier this year. Now, they've all got some catching up to do to match former Lansing Waverly star John Smoltz's major league win number. The MLB Hall of Famer tallied 213 wins in his 21-year career. The MHSAA baseball record book and finals archives are all online. Just go to MHSAA.com and click on baseball. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. Bay City Western's Kayla Montcalm, she shot a championship best 89 to help lead Western to the Bay County Girls Golf Championship. Kingsley's Jenna Middleton, she led the way with 45 kills over 6 matches as Kingsley went 6-0 to win their own volleyball invite. And to Armada's Jackson Malberg, he scored 2 touchdowns in a 14-0 win over Croswell Lexington, Armada's first win over Croslex since 2004.
Have a recent high school grad? They could qualify for a tuition-free skills certificate or associate degree through the new Community College Guarantee, no matter their GPA or your household income. Or if your child plans to attend a 4-year university or career school, the Michigan Achievement Scholarship Program has them covered. They could get up to $27,500 toward a bachelor's degree or up to $4,000 for career training. Complete the FAFSA to get started at mi.gov/achievement.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
Today we're talking roster sizes and uniforms in cross country. In the regular season, a school can enter a maximum of 12 competitors, and the top 7 contribute to the school's score. In the postseason, schools can enter a max of 7 runners, with the top 5 contributing to the team's score. In the past, all members of a team had to wear identical uniforms, but that's no longer the case. Now, each runner must wear a uniform that clearly indicates their team through the use of their predominant school colors, school logo, or nickname. They don't have to be identical, but the school they are representing must be obvious, and it must be clear who your teammates are. Something to think about the next time you're getting ready to run 3.1 miles.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, please go to the MHSAA website now to register. While it may feel like the school year just started, believe it or not, we're just 4 weeks from the start of the boys' soccer postseason. A majority of teams in the state are about halfway through their regular seasons, and district play starts Wednesday, October 9th. The postseason brackets will be released on September 29th. District winners advance to regionals starting October 22nd, and the semifinals are on October 30th. The finals will once again be at Grand Ledge High School, with all 4 division championships taking place on Saturday, November 2nd. The Division 4 final will start things off that day at 10 a.m., followed by Division 3 at 12:30, Division 2 at 3:30, and Division 1 at 6 o'clock. And all 4 finals can be seen live on the NFHS network. Last year, Troy Athens, Grand Rapids Christian, Hudsonville Unity Christian, and Muskegon Western Michigan Christian were all crowned champions. Each team's Michigan Power Rating, which is used to determine the seeds in each district, can be found online. Just go to MHSAA.com, select soccer, and then MPR. Also on the soccer page, learn more about red cards, handballs, and the offside rule. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross. We'll be back next week.
Happiness is ice cream, and ice cream is happiness. So it only makes sense that the Evart Dairy Whip is Evert's happy place. Love soft serve? Come be happy. Prefer a hand-dipped Sunday Wizard? It's happy. Plus, hamburgers, salads, wraps, and coney dogs topped with national chili. When you need a dose of happy, come to the Evart Dairy Whip and leave with a smile. Open 10 till 9 all week. 7th Street in Evart. Happy to support the Wildcats.
Transform your space with Extremely Clean, your go-to for impeccable interior room painting projects. Schedule your room before the fall rush with a keen eye for detail and a commitment to excellence. The team at Extremely Clean will bring your vision to life. Don't miss the opportunity for a fresh, vibrant new look. Call 231-408-5943 to schedule your quote today. Extremely Clean, where you say it, we spray it.
Worth Landscaping, a second-generation business, has been a proud supporter of Everett Public Schools and all Everett athletics for more than 25 years. Worth Landscaping specializes in irrigation systems, landscape design, hardscapes, hydroseeding, lawn care, to commercial snow and ice removal in the winter. Contact Josh Worth at 231-349-5693 or Tyler Worth 231-629-5150. It'll be worth the call. Worth Landscaping.
Just like the Wildcats team, we know that hard work, dedication, and a little hometown pride can achieve amazing things. Ice Mountain is cheering on the Wildcats as they take the field tonight, and we invite you to join us in showing your support. At Ice Mountain, we're more than just a business. We are part of this community, and together, we win. Let's make some noise for the Wildcats.
Let nothing stand between you and the tree stand with the fast, durable.
Hey Jackson, we're at
featuring a
15
gas-powered
minutes
engine
here
that
on our
delivers a
clock.
top speed of 40 miles per hour.
So how much?
Acceleration
Like 10
and
seconds?
Cargo and the strength to haul what needs hauling.
Or what do you got?
Backed by a 2-year, 1,000.
I mean, I keep going with
Get ready
spots.
for hunting season.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes left on this clock. Let's come back in 2 minutes. I'll do a little brief, and then yeah, we could do like another 60 seconds or so.
Cadillac area Kubota dealer in beautiful downtown Ina.
Step into the excitement at AJ's Event Center in Everett. Swing in for top-notch bowling lanes, an action-packed arcade, food and spirits with a smashing new experience coming soon. Plus, indulge in all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays and Saturdays. Located just 2 miles west of Everett on US 10, find us on Facebook for all the latest updates and specials. Make every moment unforgettable at AJ's Event Center.
Sir Heating and Air Conditioning cares about your peace of mind, and a Generac home standby generator will provide just that. One of the most frustrating and perhaps life-threatening events to happen to you and your family is loss of power. Maybe a few minutes, maybe a week or more. But take comfort that your Generac automatic home generator is always ready to provide all the power you need so that life goes on uninterrupted. And now Generac is adding 7 years to their usual 3-year warranty. That means 10 years of service as part of your generator purchase. Call Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, your Generac experts, at 989-598-0534.
They just started playing music again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk.
Generator at the ready from family-owned and operated Sir Heating and Air Conditioning in Remus, 989-598-0534.
Your hometown.
30, do you want to come back or hold off?
Propane would like to thank you.
I mean, can you hear me talk through this?
I can hear you, but you're fighting with it pretty bad.
Okay, so let's not. Sorry, sorry about this. No, let's just keep rolling commercials. I don't want to be yelling. I'm already yelling pretty loudly just for you guys to hear me right now.
188 QB Propane.
Yep, I bet they could do that. RCB Contracting. From septic systems to professional excavating services, both residential and commercial, RCB Contracting is local. RCB Contracting is reliable. RCB Contracting is dependable. RCB Contracting supports local Everett athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats the best of luck in tonight's game. Teamwork makes the dream work. Call 231-846-0800. RCB Contracting, your excavating pros and winter plow experts.
Hometown store fixtures are as close as 11071 US 10 in Everett. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures not only helps with on-site store liquidations, they have store fixtures like used Lozier shelving, true self-contained coolers and freezers, and they provide delivery and installation, plus sell walk-in coolers and teardrop pallet racking. Supporting the local Everett community for years, both for local stores and the Everett football team. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures is a proud local supporter of the Everett football game broadcasts. Go Wildcats!
Neptune's Ice Cream Shop in downtown Everett carries premium hand-dipped ice cream. With indoor seating, choose a single flavor or go wild for their waffle nachos or flights with 3 to 5 flavors of ice cream. They also offer mini donuts, milkshakes, and $5 to $12 lunch specials with wraps, tacos, sliders, chili, and dogs. Downtown Evart, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop.
Stop in to Northland Area Federal Credit Union in Evart, Reed City, or any of their 17 branches in northern Michigan.
I'll try to let you guys know when they're getting ready to go back on the field.
More often than you can keep track of.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm going to try to let you guys know when they're getting ready to go back on the field.
You save money.
Okay, because our clock here is 18:45.
Check them out at northlandcu.com.
Okay, yeah, their clock right now says 1:08.
It takes knowledge and expertise to drill a well, and that's why folks around here trust Waldron Drilling, a fourth-generation, family-owned business since the 1930s. Waldron Drilling can drill from 4-inch up to 24-inch wells, offering free estimates for new installations. Voted Osceola County's favorite well driller for the past 5 years. Quality, customer satisfaction, safety, and honest work. That's the Waldron way. Waldron Well Drilling of Evart at waldrondrilling.com or call 231-734-5168.
Sir Heating and Air Conditioning cares about your peace of mind. And a Generac home standby
You want to come back after this?
provide just that. One of the most
Yeah, we can try.
is loss of
Okay.
power. Maybe a
We
few
have
minutes,
30
maybe
seconds.
a week or
10-4.
more. But take comfort that your Generac automatic home generator is always ready to provide all the power you need so that life goes on uninterrupted. And now Generac is adding 7 years to their usual 3-year warranty. That means 10 years of
20
service
seconds.
as part of your generator purchase. Call Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, your Generac experts, at 989-598-0534. Rest easy.
10
with a
seconds.
Generac home standby generator at ready from family-owned and operated Sir Heating and
5
Air
seconds.
Conditioning in Remus. 989-598-0534.
Welcome back to Evart Wildcats football here on B1039 as we get ready for the second half between the Evart Wildcats and the Manton Rangers. We're in Manton, Michigan. That is the location for tonight's game at Manton's homecoming night. And we are Evart right now with a 35-16 lead coming out of half. They will start with the ball. We got about 2 minutes and 30 seconds until we get to that point of the game. But until then, we will try to recap a little bit if you're just now joining us. Again, we appreciate you tagging along. I know tonight's been a bit of a mess and not usually what you're used to if you join me every Friday night. But we'll give you a little briefing, but let's just say the two first offensive possessions for Manton were both 3-and-outs. And the first offensive possession for Evart was a pass down the middle of the field that was taken to the house. It was about a 60-yard pass, catch, and run into the end zone to give them an early lead. And then their second score for Evart was a punt return to the house. It was the second defensive stop for Manton and, Everett's defense rather, but Manton punted the ball away, and, well, it was like you could run a train through the hole that the punt returner had, and it made it 15-0. And then Manton eventually figured out their offense a little bit, scored a touchdown on their first offensive drive in the second quarter. They put up 16 in the second quarter, but Evart matched them as well. So that's how we got to 35-16. Evart will receive the ball to open up the second half as well, as both teams doing their final stretches of the half. But Evart has been working on a ton of things tonight. And by that I mean they have been going for two a lot. We haven't seen them kick the PAT very much tonight, just once that was successful. On the other side, we've seen them pass a lot. We've seen them run an onside kick, and we've also seen them just be dominant as always. They've done a lot of deep balls. They've done a lot of everything really well, and they have not been stopped, and they have not had to punt at all tonight, which has been a plus side. So let's take another quick 30-second break. That'll be the final here of our halftime show. Thank you for sticking along with us. Sorry, it's been a long halftime show tonight due to the homecoming festivities here in Manton, Michigan. Again, you're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B1039.
Your friends at Lang Mechanical.
How long do you
join
want?
all of us in hoping for a
30.
victory. If you want your heating and cooling system to be a winner all year long, get in touch with Lang Mechanical, day or night. 231-388-0632. And go Wildcats!
Hi, I'm Michaela.
And I'm Lauren.
And we're with Big Rapids Roofing, where roofing meets community.
Get ahead of the weather and be prepared for winter.
Don't wait until it's too late.
It's
Call
20
us today
seconds.
to book your free estimate appointment.
Responding to your text, the crowd mic is unplugged right now. That is usually what I have it at when it's plugged in at Evart.
At 231-629-8088.
Okay, so it's only one mic on.
Again,
Correct.
don't
My
wait.
headset
Call us
is plugged
today
into
at
XLR1 on my soundboard.
229-8088.
Okay, go.
Welcome back here on B1039 as we get set for half number 2 here in Manton, Michigan. Manton lining up for the kick. It'll be Chase Herdon ready to go. And Wildcats are ready to go. Noah Vanderlyn back deep to receive. And now we're ready to go. They get the whistle. Verdon's kick is squibbed, a bit of an onside kick, and it's jumped on by Evart. So Manton trying to start their comeback maybe a little bit early, but unsuccessful here. So Evart will recover the ball. 11:57 to go here in the third quarter, and they'll set up shop around the 42-yard line. Going the other way, and, well, we'll see what this offense has in store. We haven't seen them run the ball a whole lot. We've seen a couple jet sweeps. Didn't work out too well for them, but perhaps tonight or perhaps here in the second half we see a little bit more run here. So maybe a little confusion coming out of the halftime here. 2 wide receivers on each side. Cameron Swales to the left of Aiden Anderson. He snaps the ball, drops back, throws right, and he's got a man wide open. That's Brendan Magnuson, who gets spun to the ground. Nice pickup of about 6 or 7 yards on the play, and we'll make it second and short here at just in front of the 50-yard line.
The play by number 7, Jackson Slotty.
Evart, we see them all the time run the slants and the curl routes. A couple of weeks ago, we saw them run nothing but curl routes, and, well, it led them to a victory. Anderson snaps the ball, looks right, throws right, caught the ball, trying to juke, spins, and is brought down past the 45-yard line. That was Noah Vanderlyn on the catch. And it looks like he stepped out of bounds, so clock will stop. Makes it 11:20 to go here in the first half.
Luke Lindsay.
Aiden Anderson, same formation that we've seen this entire drive so far. They're driving right now. Clock rolling officially now. Anderson snaps the ball, looking right. He'll throw right. It's got a man open. That's Vanderlyn, who lowers his shoulder, and it gets whipped out of bounds in front of the 30. That's enough for another 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Play results in a Wildcat first down.
Wildcats have done a nice job of moving the ball 10 yards or a little bit more at a time. And they're looking to keep that trend going for them. 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Anderson snaps back, looks to the left, throws left. He's got a man, Lucas Johnson, who tries to get a defender to miss and is tripped up and tackled at about the 20-yard line. And that's going to be another 1st and 10 Wildcats, and they are just marching the ball right down the field. Manton right now has no idea how to stop this pass, no matter how much they are loading up the secondary. And if they load up the secondary, that means the front line is going to be snapped. Ball snapped to the left, caught by Lucas Johnson, who slips up and is tackled, brought down at the 10.
Lucas Johnson.
And I think it's going to be just short of a first down. It is. It's going to be second and short. Second and 2 officially, it looks like. Officially pitch black in the sky. The only illumination is the lights on the field. Anderson snaps the ball, looking right, throws right. The ball's tipped up, and is it caught? It is. That'll be another 1st and 10 Wildcats.
Number 6.
Man, Aiden Anderson getting away with what could have been real trouble for Manton. That could have gave them so much momentum, especially with nothing but green grass in front of the secondary defender for the Rangers. So 10 minutes to go here. 1st and goal. Ball snap, high snap, and Anderson looking towards the middle and tries to thread the needle, but the ball is tipped away. Looks like his intended receiver was Brendan Magnuson on the play, so it'll be 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line. Evart has moved the ball quite nicely all the way up to this point. We'll see what they got in action in store here. Anderson snaps the ball, hands it off to Swales for the first time, who gets swallowed up in the backfield for a loss, and it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 10-yard line now. So the first run play given off to Cameron Swales of the night is a -1. After Cameron Swales having an over 120-yard rushing game a week ago against Pine River, his first rush play of the game not working out for him. So we'll see what they will try to run here. Most likely a pass play, perhaps a slant play, as we've seen so many times in the end zone. Anderson snaps the ball. He's looking left, still looking left, throws left over the middle, and it's tipped up and out of bounds. And that's incomplete, so it's going to force a 4th and goal at the 10-yard line.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Looking like Derscheid's going to stay out wide. Derscheid, of course, the kicker for Evart. Derscheid now coming in towards the huddle here. He's just flipping the side here. So now they're going to go for it on 4th and 10. This could be a big stop for Manton and what could change the pace of this game. Derscheid in motioning right to left. Anderson snaps the ball. Fake snap, and they get an offsides. They get the defense motion here, and really that was a nice job. Nice play design by Ben Bryant and his offense right there. They had Derscheid in motion. He moved right to left from the tight end position and then moved back to his right. And then it was a fake snap clap called by Aiden Anderson, and well, that got one of the edge rushers to jump off sides. So going to cut the distance to the goal line in half. 4th and goal at the 5 now. It's a big pickup for Evart. And we'll see what they got in store. Anderson all by himself in the backfield. 2 wide receivers on each side. Snaps the ball a little bit high. Looks over towards the middle. And did he catch it? They say it's incomplete. And that's going to be turnover on downs. A big stop for the Rangers to open up this second half after Evart going right down the field. And as soon as they got within the 10 to the goal line, they were instantly stuffed. And, well, now it's time for this defense to show out. You have a chance to potentially get a safety here, make up for a couple of the failed 2-point conversions, and well, we'll see. I'm sure we're going to see a little bit more of a stuffed box type of look. And we're seeing the big man unit coming out for Manton. Koffel snaps the ball, who tries to roll out, and it's carried up the middle towards the right side. Nice pickup for Manton. That gives him some breathing room. It sets it up pretty nicely here on 2nd and short. Well, 2nd and 1 officially.
Brings up 2nd and 2 for the Rangers.
On the 14-yard line. Here in the 3rd quarter, 8:45 to go. Manton with the chance to pull within 10 points. Here this possession. Koffel under center. Snaps the ball. Hands it off to his back, who runs right and is met at the line. Should be enough for a 1st down, and are they going to say he's short? And no, they are not. They're going to get a 1st down. 1st and 10 for the Rangers.
Handoff up the middle to
So Manton, after getting annihilated in the 1st quarter, has slowly started to figure out the Wildcats game plan here.
For the Rangers.
And the defense for Evart has slowly deteriorated. They're not getting the stops they have been. They've been able to force 3rd downs. They just haven't been able to get the stops that they need to get the ball back. Here we go again. 1st and 10. James Koffel under center. And a flag.
Flag on the play.
And it's going to be on Evart. Perhaps encroachment. Yep, and it was. Offsides.
5-yard penalty.
So it'll be 5 yards. 1st and 5 now. Exactly at the 20-yard line now. 21 officially, according to the scoreboard here in Manton. Manton, I'm feeling a long drive going on for him that's going to end in 6 for him. Koffel snaps the ball, hands it off to the back, who runs it towards the right side, and is met ultimately at the line. And but maybe picks up a couple yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 3 here.
Gain of a few on the play brings up 2nd and long for the Rangers.
The Rangers coming off their first win this season last week against Lake City, a team that has handed Everett's only loss of the season. Other than that, Manton has struggled this year. Koffel snaps the ball, hands it off to his back, who runs it up the middle, and is met at the line. Should be just short of the first down marker, and it is. So 3rd and very short here. But for Manton this year, it was a rough first couple of games of the season. They did not score a touchdown until week 3. And in the first 3 games of the year, they were averaging giving up 55 points a game. They lost 55-0 to Glen Lake, and then 57-0 to McBain, and then 54-46 to Houghton Lake. But their offense started to click a little bit more in that game, where then we saw them knock off Lake City. Koffel snaps the ball on the run, and it's a pass play. It's caught down the sideline across the 45-50, 45-40, cuts to his left, makes Aiden Anderson miss across the 25 down in front of the 20, and that's a big pickup for the Rangers. And again, the pass play working very well for Manton tonight. Better than the run game has, which makes it 1st and 10 by flipping the field at the 26-yard line. 6 minutes and 17 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. But talking about the offense started to roll a little bit. It's a brand new offense. We would have heard about that had we heard the interview with Ben Bryant. But they pulled the win 24-22 at Lake City last weekend. And they've got a bit of a lighter schedule coming up for them. So here we go. Snaps the ball, hands it off to the back, who runs towards the right. Hole's got a nice lane, is brought down at the 15-yard line, and makes it about 2nd and 3 or 4 to go. And Manton right now eating a lot of clock, keeping that defense out there, wearing them down, doing a nice job of trying to claw their way back into the game. And if their defense can find a way to shut down this Everett offense, just like they did a possession ago, Manton could potentially see a comeback in their future with a team that has aspirations of going to Ford Field in November. Snaps the ball, hands it off to the back, who runs it up to the middle, breaks loose, and just shoestring tackle in front of the goal line. And that's going to be 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. That's pretty much the biggest mishap for this Everett defensive line all night long. Haven't seen that issue at all very much this year. Well, not this year, but this game, rather. .450 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 35-16, Everett leads it. Manton trying to cut it down even more. Snaps the ball, hands it off to the running back, who runs it right, and then is brought down just in front of the goal line, so it's going to make it 2nd and short.
Stopped on the play by number 70, Caleb McKay. Brings up 2nd and goal for the Rangers.
So you heard it there from the PA. 2nd and goal here for the Rangers. And it's kind of looking inevitable at this point for Manton to find that end zone, unless there's a turnover here, which Everett has not forced yet. This game, the ball's fumbled. Did Everett pick it up? I believe Manton was able to recover it.
False start against the Rangers.
And they're actually going to call a false start. And, man, it's almost like the broadcaster's jinx works. 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. False start, though. Just talking about how there hasn't been any turnovers forced by this Everett defense. And, well, voila. Just like that, there was one. So it'll be 2nd and goal still, just a couple 5 yards behind that one now. So pretty much 2nd and 6, minus the potential of getting another 1st down. Koffel under center. Snaps the ball. Hands it off to the fullback, who runs it up the middle, trying to break through a few tackles. Breaks the goal line. Touchdown, Manton. Makes it 35-22 with 3:28 remaining here in the third quarter. And a long drive for the Rangers. Gets them all the way down and makes it a 2-possession game here in Manton as they try to claw their way back. This Evart offense, after getting stumped, drove all the way down the field and then eventually was stopped at the goal line. So Manton now lining up for the 2-point attempt. This is a big stop here if Evart can try to find it. Koffel snaps the ball. He'll hand it off. Actually, he's going to keep it himself, runs it towards the right, and runs out Cameron Swales and finds the end zone again. Makes it 35-24. Things are getting interesting here in Manton. 3:28 to go here in the third quarter. We'll step aside for 60 seconds. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B1039.
Beale City
Happiness is ice cream, and ice
60.
cream is happiness. So it only makes sense that the Evart Dairy Whip is Evert's happy place. Love soft serve? Come be happy. Prefer a hand-dipped Sunday Wizard? It's happy. Plus hamburgers, salads, wraps, and coney dogs topped with national chili. When you need a dose of happy, come to the Evart Dairy Whip and leave with a smile. Open 10 till 9 all week. 7th Street in Evart. Happy to support the Wildcats.
Transform your space with Extremely Clean, your go-to for impeccable interior room painting projects. Schedule your room before the fall rush with a keen eye for detail and a commitment to excellence. The team at Extremely Clean will bring your vision to life. Don't miss the opportunity for a fresh, vibrant new
10
look.
seconds.
Call 231-408-5943 to schedule your quote.
5
today.
seconds.
Extremely Clean, where you say it, we spray.
Welcome back here on B1039. Manton coming off a long drive that ended in a touchdown as well as a successful 2-point attempt. 3:28 to go here in the third quarter as Manton lines up for the kickoff, and I'm sure we're going to see some sort of onside kick here.
Chase Herndon. Back deep for the Wildcats. Number 6, Noah Vanderlinde.
Noah Vanderlyn back deep to return, and they're going to do the onside kick again. Takes a little bit of a bounce. They're going to keep it. Cameron Swales runs out to the right side across the 50, 45, 40, down the 40, and pushed out of bounds in front of the 30. And a nice return, and otherwise they have jumped on tonight. And that sets up the Wildcats very nicely here in the third quarter as they try to find the scoreboard again. Or find the end zone, rather, and then help the scoreboard operator go to work here tonight. Scoreboard operator has been very busy.
Wildcats ball spot at the 32-yard line.
So lining up, shot up at the 32, 1st and 10. Aiden Anderson, 2 wide receivers on the left, 1 out to the right. Swales to his right, snaps the ball. Fakes it off to Swales. He'll keep it himself. Runs to the right side across the 20 and is brought down for a nice 1st and 10 Wildcats.
Stopped on the play.
At the 19-yard line.
Play results in a Wildcat first down.
And here we go again. This offense has done a phenomenal job, as we've said all night long, just moving the ball up and down the field. And we'll see if they can cash in some points here after the failed attempt last drive. Anderson snaps the ball, looking right, throws right, got a wide open receiver who spins and breaks into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Pass complete to number 6, Noah Vanderlinde. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Noah Vanderlyn uses some shifty feet to find his way into the end zone, makes it 41-24. 2:48 to go here in the third quarter. And the Wildcats didn't need very many plays to find the end zone. And now we're waiting from a conversation from the officials here. Not quite sure what they're talking to Aiden Anderson and Cameron Swales and co. about. So the Wildcats, they're going to go for 2 here again. They've been trying to go for it all night long. They've been about 50% successful all night. Trying to work on things for big game situations later down the road. We've got a lot of them coming up Anderson rolls out to his right. He's going to keep it. He's going to cut up the middle and breaks into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. Makes it 43-24. 19-point lead here in the third quarter with 2:48 to go. Well, we're going to take a 60-second break. You're listening to WBZX Big Rapids here on B1039. Again, Everett Wildcats leading at 43-24. We'll be back in 60
Worth
seconds.
Landscaping, a second-generation business, has been a proud
That's on
supporter
me,
of
my bad.
Everett Public Schools and all Everett athletics for more than 25 years. Worth Landscaping specializes in irrigation systems, landscape design, hardscapes, hydroseeding, lawn care, to commercial snow and ice removal in the winter. Contact Josh Worth at 231-349-5693 or Tyler Worth 231-629-5150. It'll be worth the call. Worth Landscaping.
Just like the Wildcats team, we know that hard work, dedication, and a little hometown pride
20 seconds.
achieve amazing things. Ice Mountain is cheering on the Wildcats as they take the field tonight, and we invite you to join us in showing your support. At Ice Mountain, we're more than just a business. We are part
10
of the
seconds.
community, and together, we win. Let's make some noise for the Wildcats.
5 seconds.
Welcome back here on B1039. 2:48 to go here in the third quarter as the Wildcats get ready to kick it off. Dershide does a nice squib kick, goes off the foot of one of the return men, and he'll jump on it. It's Logan Pettengill on the jump on. So here we go. 1st and 10 at the 40. And Evert, I know this is kind of like a tune-up game a little bit because their tough schedule is coming up for them. They got Beal City next weekend in Everett, and then they've got McBain twice over the month of October. So Manton getting the play call here. They got Beal City, they go to McBain, and then Houghton Lake, and then Harrison. I believe there's a typo there on Max Preps. It says they play McBain twice. That's a little confusing. Play snapped, and it's picked off. Noah Vanderlyn. And he is brought down, and man, what a costly penalty there for the Rangers. They try to go to a screenplay. I think they realize that the pass play has been working very well for them, and well, it was like Noah Vanderlyn was one of the receivers. It was right to him. So it'll set up shop for the Wildcats as they try to go down the field yet again, and perhaps another score here. We'll put the final nail in the coffin of the game with a whole quarter left to go.
Ball's by the 31-yard line.
And then you're getting to the point of unreachability. Anderson snaps the ball, looking left, throws left, ball's tipped, but caught by Lucas Johnson, who tries to make a couple defenders lift and is brought down at the 20, and should be enough for another 1st and 10 Everett.
Stopped at the play by number 52, Luke Lindsay. Play results in a Wildcat first down.
So Aiden Anderson, they're working on a ton of things tonight. I don't hate that. Anderson snaps the ball. Screen play out to the right. And the ball is dropped. And they're going to say incomplete.
Incomplete pass. Brings up
Maybe perhaps they thought it was behind the line of scrimmage, but it wasn't. So we'll keep it 2nd and 10. Maybe trying to cook up a little bit of a gadget play here. Again, nothing's off limits here for Everett. And just trying to work on things with a big game of Beal City next weekend. Next Friday night, 7 p.m. Anderson snaps the ball, fakes it, got a man wide open, into the end zone, touchdown. Wildcats, Dryson Dershide helping the Wildcats run up the score, making it 49-24 here in Manton on the homecoming night. And you can hear a pin drop here. Just the chance of the cheerleaders doing their best to try to pump up this crowd. But with a deficit like that, not a whole lot you can do. 49-24, 2:18 to go here in the third. And this passing game, it feels like we haven't seen it in a while with all the runs they ran last week. So they're going to go for 2 again here. Anderson with a receiver in motion out to the right. Anderson is going to roll out to the right. There's a flag on the play. Anderson's going to keep it. Actually, he's going to dump it off to his receiver, but it falls just short. Incomplete, but there is a flag.
Two-point conversion is no good.
But I believe Manton's going to decline it after the incompletion. So after the failed two-point attempt, it's still 49-24, 2:18 to go. Well, we appreciate you tuning in tonight's game. All season long will be covered here. Everett Wildcats football here on B1039. And, well, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors throughout the season. Extremely Clean, Waldron Well Drilling, Miller's Liquidators and Store Fixtures, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop, and Ice Mountain Natural Spring Water, just to name a few awesome sponsors for this season. Again, if you would like to be a part of these awesome broadcasts every week, call your best friend Jen at 231-796-1103. Again, 231-796-1103. 2:18 to go here in the third quarter. Everett leads at 49-24. And the Wildcats have shown out against these Rangers on their homecoming night. It's not always easy, no matter what the opponent's record is, to go into a place on homecoming night. It's typically one of the more packed times of year where
Set to kick off for the Wildcats, number 5.
fans pack out the stands. So this defense, who's getting ready to come back onto the field, having a interception. That was a Noah Vanderlyn. And then it was a couple plays later, they turned it into 6. Here's Dryson Derscheid. He'll kick this one deep down the field, off the hands. It's going to roll just in front of the 10. And I'm surprised he didn't fall on it. And he's going to get wrapped up and still not down, but tackled at the 15-yard line. Derscheid with a beautiful kick down the field.
Down by number 71, Landon Babb.
So the 2:07 here to go in the third. Manton, first and 10, and well, they're that deficit. I mean, down but not out technically. Still about 14 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in this game in total, but you just got to find ways to kind of build up your momentum, especially with how dominant Everett is week in and week out. They're one of the best teams. They have been over the last 5 years, been the team to beat in the conference. Everett, historically, it's always come down to that Beale City game in terms of winning the conference. Although Everett has made some nice runs in the MHSAA Division 7 tournament. So here we go. Koffel snaps the ball, hands it off to his back, who runs it up the middle, pushing his way through, and is brought down at the line of scrimmage. So this is going to maintain 2nd and 10 here. Crowd rolling, clock rolling down. 150 to go here in the third.
Short gain on the play brings up 2nd and long for the Rangers.
.134 to go as the clock winds down still here in the third quarter. Koffel stands the ball. He's going to hand it off to his fullback, who is brought down as he crosses the 20. So it's going to be 3rd and about 4 here.
Hand up the middle to number 2, McCoy Hicks.
And we're going to see what we see here on 3rd down. It's been pretty much 4-down territory. We haven't seen Manton punt it at all since that kick 6 to the house by Evert, but in this field territory, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, it's a little confusing because either you punt it away and you have the chance of getting it up, or you turn it over on downs in your own territory. Hands it off to the back, who runs into the outside. He's got a hole, and does he get enough for the first down? Looks like he's stopped just short. So this is going to be 4th and short. They're going to give it to him. Wow. Interesting call by the officials. I thought they had stopped him by about 2 yards. But, of course, their look is better than mine. So it'll be a fresh 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. I know just because Everett is up by a lot Doesn't mean you got to stop coaching by a lot. And some of those coaches on that sideline a little frustrated. Goffel under center, snaps the ball, hands it off to his back, who runs it up the middle, across the 35, still not brought down, across the 40, and is eventually brought down at the 43-yard line.
Stopped on the play by number 5, Grayson Dritzel. Play results, Center Ranger, first down.
So a nice run here for Manton, and now they're going a little bit no huddle here to try to throw him off with 10 seconds to go here in the third. Helpful. Peeks up from behind the center, watches the clock, and that's going to take us to the end. At the end of the third quarter, Evart 49, Manton 24. We got a fresh 12 minutes coming up here on the clock. You're listening, we'll take a quick 60-second break. You're listening to Evart Wildcats football here on B1039.
Let nothing stand between you and the tree stand with the fast, durable Kubota Sidekick. Featuring a gas-powered engine that delivers a top speed of 40 miles per hour, best-in-class acceleration and handling with cargo, and the strength to haul what needs hauling. All backed by a 2-year, 1,000-hour warranty. Get ready for hunting season with the Kubota Sidekick. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by the Ina store, your Cadillac area Kubota dealer in beautiful downtown Ina.
Step into the excitement at AJ's Event Center in Evart. Swing in for top-notch bowling lanes, an action-packed arcade, food and spirits with a smashing new experience coming soon. Plus, indulge in all-you-can-eat fish on Fridays and Saturdays. Located just 2 miles west of Evart on US 10, find us on Facebook for all the latest updates and specials. Make every moment unforgettable at AJ's
5
Event
seconds.
Center.
Welcome back here on B1039. A fresh 12 on the clock, 49-24. Evart leads it. And Manton right now in the process of running down the field. And on the 41-yard line, I'll have to flip and drive the other way. Goffel snaps the ball, hands it off to the back, who runs it up the middle. A nice little pickup of about 4 yards before he's eventually brought down. And now the clock will be running here. Not quite at the point of a continuous clock. You got to get to a 35-point lead. Sitting at 25 points, so maybe a couple of more scores from Evart, and we'll get to that point. We did see the running clock a few weeks ago, and Everett's blowout win over Roscommon. He'll snap the ball, hands it off to his back, who is met and pushed back to the original first down line, and yeah, let's see, they're gonna mark him at the third and 5. Maybe 3rd and 6. It's been a beautiful night for football here on this Friday evening in northern Michigan. Had a beautiful sunset on hands. We've had a really great game, great offensive game from Evart. Defenses, we've seen a lot of changes defensively as well against this run. We've had a couple of breakaways, but you expect that every now and then throughout the game. One interception by this defense as well. Goffel snaps the ball. A little bit of a misdirection. Hands it off the back. Who runs it up to the middle, actually towards the outside. Got me looking. And it's Goffel who runs it down the sideline across the 50 and at the 40 and out of bounds. The misdirection worked so well, I was looking at the wrong player. .30 to go, or 10:29 rather, as the clock stops with Goffel running out of bounds. Goffel under center. Snaps the ball. Fakes it off, rolls out to his right, throwing on the run, pumps, fakes, it's tipped and almost picked off again by this Evart secondary. It looks like it was Lucas Johnson, almost the tip of his fingers almost had it. And maybe trying a little bit of a misdirection. I love the way they run the wing tee. Hasn't been very successful tonight against Everett's defense, but with the way when they run it when they run out to the pass and roll out to the right, it has worked pretty well for them tonight. Again, we apologize. We are set up basically in the marching band section here tonight. It is times you haven't been able to hear us. Well, now you know why. In Manton, Michigan, that is the location of tonight's game. 10:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. Kofel under center. Snaps the ball. Fakes it off to his back, and it hands it off the last second. And Evart, Cameron Swales actually was almost able to take the handoff himself, which would have been really fun to watch, especially as a running back himself. He would have had nothing but green grass in front of him had he got a hand on that. 10 minutes flat to go. 3rd and 8 on the 41. Manton trying to convert another 3rd down. Kofel snaps the ball, hands it off to his fullback, who runs it up the middle and breaks a couple tackles and eventually brought down. That should be a 1st and 10 Manton.
Stopped on the play by number 7, Lucas.
So the big pickups on 3rd down continues to be a trend and an issue for the Evart Wildcats this season. It's been a little bit better here tonight, but it's something they're definitely going to have to try to fix, especially if they want to try to make a run here in about a month or so. The last game in the month of September, it feels like it was yesterday we started the season. Been playing football for a full month already. A month ago in 2 days, the season opener against Beaverton. Kofel snaps the ball, hands off the running back who runs left and is brought down. Picks up about 5 yards or so on the play. And with the run, the clock continuing to run. Not a whole lot of urgency here. I think Manton has recognized the situation. Not saying you wave the white flag and you give up, but just trying to execute things perfectly and worry about your game next weekend. Ball is snapped off, handed off to the right, cuts to the right at the 15, 10, and ball comes out, and Evart recovers it at the 2. And it is Wildcats football. And man, what a drive ending in disappointment for the Rangers. They had a chance to break the scoreboard yet again. And well, here comes Evart's defense. Back-to-back drives that Evart has ended it in a turnover. And a lot of things to clean up for Manton. They got Pine River coming up with Roscommon the week after. Those are 2 teams that Evart handled pretty easily. So now, with the ball at the 1-yard line, Evart has got a lot of yardage in front of them, trying to get some breathing room here. Receiver out to his left, 2 out to his right. Swales in the backfield. Anderson snaps the ball, looking left. Throws deep down the sidelines. Got it, man. It's caught across the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 30. And he breaks the tackle, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 99 yards to the house. And the Wildcats put the scoreboard operator back to work, makes it 55-24. And man, oh man, Manton cannot catch a break from this pass game. What a play. We've seen a couple of big breakoffs all season, but that was by far the biggest one by this offense. 99 yards. A nice pass and catch. 8:03 on the clock. And nothing like pouring the salt in the wounds like they just did there to Manton. And for the wide receiver, too, there by Evart to break a couple of tackles as well. He could have easily gotten tripped up in the final 20 yards, but was able to shed him off nicely. So here we go. 2-point conversion attempt here for the Wildcat. Receiver in motion. And Anderson fumbles snap, hands it off to Swales, runs it up the middle, and it's good. 57-24, 8:03 to go here. And the Rangers right now cannot catch their breath. We'll have to catch our breath, though, We'll take a quick 60-second break. 57-24. Everett leads it here on B1039.
Your hometown, family-owned propane company, QB Propane, would like to thank their customers for supporting them for several years. Sacrifice, resilience, and teamwork are all part of what makes tonight's Everett High School football game so exciting. Supporting local first is what QB Propane is known for. Propane by the tank or prompt service and delivery. Call QB Propane to find out more or to set up service. 989-544-2188. QB Propane.
Yep, I bet they could do that. RCB Contracting. From septic systems to professional excavating services, both residential and commercial, RCB Contracting is local.
20.
RCB Contracting is reliable. RCB Contracting is dependable. RCB Contracting supports local Everett athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats the
10
best of luck
seconds.
in tonight's game. Teamwork makes the dream work. Call 231-846-0800.
5 seconds.
RCB Contracting, your excavating pros and winter plow experts.
Welcome back here on B1039. 8 minutes, 3 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Everett just coming off a 99-yard pass and catch to the house after getting a fumble that they jumped on at the 1 yard line. Manton was for sure going to break loose there, and well, Everett said no, thank you. So this has gone the best way possible for Everett. And we'll see what Manton has in store here in this game. Surely out of reach at this point. Not quite continuous clock time as Dershide kicks the ball. It rolls out of bounds. It'll be a few yards added on to that. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 35. And Manton with a chance just to try to get some maybe energy points. Not energy points, but some momentum points here.
Illegal procedure against the Wildcats.
I've seen a couple of those illegal procedures, but I think with the way this defense has been rolling tonight, I think they'll take a couple of those. 8:03 to go here in the fourth quarter. Manton setting up at the 35, 1st and 10. They snap the ball, hand it off to the back, and same guy again who fumbled it and brought down just in front of the 45, and they're going to mark him at the 45. I think the ball might have came loose again by the running back. McCoy Hicks struggled on holding onto the ball, and I'm sure we're at the point in the game where the grass starts to get a little bit wetter, especially with how cold it is and weather and stuff. But it can be harder to hold onto the ball, especially depending on how your jersey feels as well. Koffel hands out the ball, and the fullback is met at the line. And 2nd and 10 now coming up here for the Rangers. Well, coming up for the Wildcats here next Friday at 7 p.m. The Wildcats will head back home. They'll take on Beale City, big conference foe. They got a couple of tough weeks ahead of them, facing the top 3 teams in the conference in Beale City, McBain, and Houghton Lake. Koffel snaps the ball, hands it off to the back who runs to the left. Got a hold, lowers his shoulder, and is pushed and towards the first down marker. They're going to give it to him. And they're going to mark him just short. 3rd and inches here. 6:45 to go here in the game. 57-24 lead for the Wildcats.
Brings up 3rd and short for the Rangers.
It has been quite the exciting game here for Everett. You've worked on a lot of things. I'm excited to talk to Ben Bryant here next week. Talk about tonight's game and what to expect next week. We've seen pretty much everything I think they could offer. Continuous clock. Koffel under center. Snaps the ball. Hands it off to the back who runs it towards the left side and is pushed his way down to the 40. And that's enough for a 1st and 10 Rangers. I'll have to stop the clock for the moving of the chains.
Tackled by number 50, Joseph Knipp. Play results in Ranger 1st down.
First and 10 for the Rangers. Koval snaps the ball under 6 minutes to go and hands it off to his fullback, who maybe picks up a couple of yards on the play.
The middle to number 2, McCoy Hicks. Flag on the play.
And there's a flag down. There's not been a ton of those here tonight.
Personal foul against the Wildcats.
A couple of personal fouls here tonight for Evart. I think maybe a late hit, but they did just point to Manton's side.
Correction, personal foul against the Rangers.
Yeah, there we go. They did point it towards Manton. A lot of the Wildcats were like, that was not me. So here we go. First and 10, or actually way more than that. It's going to be first and about 24.
15-yard penalty will replay second down.
And they'll have to start it with at the 46, 47-yard line. Clock ticking. .5:30 to go here in the game. Koval under center again. Snaps the ball. And he'll keep it himself. Drops way back. He's got a swarm of Wildcats. Evades the pressure. He'll keep it himself and gets checked out of bounds. And that should stop the clock. And correction, actually the clock going to keep running here.
Cody McCoy.
And now it stops, but nice pickup there by the running back, Koval. 5:06 remaining on the clock, 57-24 for Evart. And it's going to be third and very, very long for the Rangers. Third and about 19 yards. Manton just trying to find that end zone one more time before the end of this game. Snaps the ball. Hands it off to the fullback who runs it up. That's McCoy again. He breaks a couple of defenders and eventually is brought down. Now within the 10 yards to the first down marker. So it's going to be fourth and about 6 or 7.
Stopped on the play by number 52, Cole Stetz.
4th and 8 officially.
The 4th and long for the Rangers.
And really at this point, what else do you have to lose? So they're going to go for it here. Punting it would almost wave the white flag, it feels like. Say, hey, we get it. Not going to come back in this game. We've tried our best, but a couple of turnovers by Manton that led to touchdowns by Evart has really cost them any chance at coming back. Koval trying to get him through. Snaps the ball. Hands it off to the first running back he sees, and it's pushed back, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And it'll be 1st and 10 going the other way for Evart at the 43-yard line.
On the play by number 63, Gabe Mitchell. Turnover on down, so it'll be first.
Well, one final time, we thank all of our sponsors for making these Friday evenings possible. Worth Landscaping, Sir Heating and Air Conditioning, Ina Store, Evart Dairy Whip, Northland Area Federal Credit Union, QB Propane, AJ's Event Center, and Big Rapids Roofing. If you would like to sponsor and hear your company's name on this list Friday nights, call your best friend Jen at 231-796-1103. Again, 231-796-1103. Four or 7 to go here in the fourth quarter. Anderson snaps the ball. He rolls out to his right. He's going to keep it himself across the 45, 50, 45, 40. He's still got room. 30, 25, 20 cuts to the left and brought down in front of the 20, or excuse me, 15-yard line. And a nice run for Anderson. And man, it feels like any play they run, they're going to break off for a big, big, big gain. And that has just kind of been the mantra for these guys tonight. Aiden Anderson with another big run there. Under 3:45 to go here in the fourth. Wildcats just trying to break 60 for the first time in a handful of years. Anderson with the receiver in motion. That's Vanderland. Snaps the ball. It's a little loose. Anderson's going to have to turn this into something, and he won't as he gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. It's going to be 2nd and long now. But the ball stays in play here, so the clock will continue to wind down.
Loss of 5 on the play brings up 2nd and 15 for the Wildcats.
Three minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Anderson. 2 receivers out to his left, 1 to his right. Cameron Swales in the backfield alongside him. And now we're going to get a timeout by Evart with 2:51 to go. We're going to take a timeout ourselves. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Wildcat Football here on B1039.
Hometown store fixtures are as close as 11071 US 10 in Evart. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures not only helps with on-site store liquidations, they have store fixtures like used Lozier shelving, true self-contained coolers and freezers, and they provide delivery and installation, plus sell walk-in coolers and teardrop pallet racking. Supporting the local Evart community for years, both for local stores and the Evart football team. Miller Liquidators and Store Fixtures is a proud local supporter of the Evart football game broadcasts. Go Wildcats!
Neptune's Ice Cream Shop in downtown Evart carries premium hand-dipped ice cream. With indoor seating, choose a single flavor or go wild for their waffle nachos or flights with 3 to 5 flavors of ice cream. They also offer mini donuts, milkshakes, and $5 to $12 lunch specials with wraps,
5 seconds,
sliders, chili, and dogs. Downtown Evart, Neptune's Ice Cream Shop.
Anderson snaps off the ball, hands off to Swales, who runs it around to the right at the 5-10 touchdown. Wildcats, as the score continues to climb. It makes it 63 to 24 with 2:44 to go here in the 4th. And man, Wildcats putting up some stats here tonight. Fortunately, we won't be able to see those final calculations for a while, but it has been a offensive shootout for them. They haven't scored 60 points since the Pine River win back on September 9th of 2022. And this is higher score than what that one. They put up 61 in that game. So now the Wildcats going to go for 2 here. Evart manhandling the Rangers here tonight. Showing them what they are made of. Snaps the ball. Anderson, and running out of time here. He's got to get rid of it. Throws the ball, and it's swatted away. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful. 63-24 the score will remain. 2:44 to go. And we apologize for some of those stopping sounds right now. 2:44 to go, 4th quarter, 63-24. The Rangers defeated right now. They came into the second half with a little bit of hope, is what it felt anyway. And things just not going the way they had hoped here this half. A couple of turnovers leading to this inflated score by Evart. Not being able to find the touchdown really at all, or find the end zone really at all here this half. So now Evart lining up for the kickoff attempt here.
Back deep for the Rangers, number 13, Talon Morrow. Set to kick off for the Wildcats.
Bryson Dershide will kick it back deep. And Manton will try to put something together here in the final 3 minutes. Try to keep it just alive. And a beautiful kick by Dershide as it's received around the 15. They got an opening down the left sideline, and then he's pushed out of bounds. And around just in front of the 40-yard line. And the clock is officially continuous with the 39-point lead here for the Wildcats.
Timeout, Rangers.
And we're actually going to get a timeout by Manton. So we're going to step aside for about 60 seconds. When we come back, we'll have the final 2 minutes. 2:24 remaining, 63-24. You're listening to Wildcats football here on B1039.
Stop in to Northland Area Federal Credit Union in Evart, Reed City, or any of their 17 branches in northern Michigan to find great rates on many different financial products. While banks merge more often than you can keep track of and impose increased fees, Northland is a not-for-profit financial co-op committed to helping you save money. They specialize in small business growth and services. Check them out at northlandcu.com. Northland is federally insured by the NCUA.
It takes knowledge and expertise to drill a well, and that's why folks around here trust Waldron Drilling, a fourth-generation, family-owned business since the 1930s. Waldron Drilling can drill from 4-inch up to 24-inch wells, offering free estimates for new installations. Voted Osceola County's favorite well driller for the past 5 years. Quality,
10
customer
seconds.
satisfaction, safety, and honest work. That's the Waldron way. Waldron Well Drilling
5
at
seconds.
waldrondrilling.com or call 231-734-5168.
Welcome back here on the B1039 Everett Wildcats football 63-24. And well, I heard somebody say it best. Kind of looks like a middle school basketball game score as the Rangers running up the middle and bring it across the 40. 63-24. It has been a rough night for Manton. And right now, the clock will be continuous, obviously, with such a large lead, a 39-point lead. And under 2 minutes officially now. Most of the crowd that was here in the beginning of the game gone now. Same with the student section. Snaps the ball, hands it off to the running back who runs it towards the right side and gets enough for the first down. And it'll be a 1st and 10 Rangers.
Play results in a Ranger first down.
Rangers lining up at the 45. Snaps the ball, handed off to the fullback who runs it up the middle and actually breaks loose and across the 35 and eventually brought down. A nice pickup there by this run game.
Brought down by number 15, Seth Catapult.
And now maybe a little bit of a no huddle
Ranger first down.
option here going on for this offense as we have 50 seconds to go here in the game. Continuous clock, of course. Snaps the ball, hands it off to the back, runs it towards the left side, and is spun down and
Off the left side to number 15.
maybe picks up a couple of yards on the play. This Evert defense has done a phenomenal job trying to block, or not block, but get to this defense, and that they have. They've given up a few touchdowns tonight, just 3 of them, but you'll take that when you put up 63 on offense. They'll hand off the running back, and he runs it towards the right side and is brought down at the 30. 10 seconds to go here in the game. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the ball game. And at the end of the 4th quarter, the Wildcats taking one here in front of the Manton home crowd on their homecoming nights, winning 63-24. And what a game it was for the Wildcats. A lot of offense, so much to cover. The passing game was unstoppable. The highlight of the second half for me, the 99-yard touchdown pass as Anderson threw it in his own end zone. Well, that'll do it from us here in Manton. Again, Wildcats winning a lot to a little, 63-24 here in Manton. We'll be back here next Friday night as the Wildcats will be in Evart to take on Beale City of Mount Pleasant. And until next week, I'm Jackson Hayden, and you've listening to B1039.
Hi, I'm Michaela.
Thanks, Jackson.
Thank you. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
Roofing, where roofing meets community.
Get ahead of the weather and be prepared.